All right, what is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again for another primetime game live stream. I am late. For the first time in a few streams, I am rushing unprepared. Usually I've been good about being on time, but this game, on the other hand, I am rushing and getting last second bets in. I'm getting my graphics together 2 minutes before. I'm supposed to have been live 5 minutes ago. Not good. But we're here. Kickoff is about to happen. I bet more money on this game than I anticipated when I woke up this morning, but here we are. I'm hype. Let's get it. ESPN Eagles Seahawks. But I'm ready. Let's fucking get it. Football's on, baby. Hopefully this game doesn't suck ass. That's really all we're going for. That's all we're going for. Is this game not sucking fat ass? Live now. Be sure to hop in. Setting up the tweets now. Bang. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag Eagles. Hashtag Seahawks. Eagles, Seahawks. I need the picture. Where's the picture? There it is. All right. And kickoff should be happening right about now if it hadn't already. If you're in the chat, feel free to drop it down in the comments. Say hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Live now. Paste at everyone. All right. 1-5. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Something happened. Something already happened. Here we go. I think Boston Scott just had a carry, not DeAndre Swift. So there's one way to piss me off. That's it. Right off the rip. There's one way to piss me off. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Some fog? Is that what we're looking at? Swift goes for nothing. He gets dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, that got blown up. The Seahawks over the last 4 or 5 games or so have not been great stopping the run, but that was also the case for the Panthers, who shut down the Falcons one game. The Cowboys have been halfway decent at stopping the run. We saw what happened against the Bills. So teams that have struggled in certain areas or teams that have done well in certain areas over the last few games seem to have come to life a bit. 3rd and 9 now on the opening drive. Oh, boy. In motion, the pressure coming. Hurts gets it out, and he's got Dallas Goedert. Yeah. Rip the throat out. That's a huge first down. Huge first down for Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, when you watch this defense, this is where teams have really exploited the Seattle Seahawks. You're going to see Bobby Wagner in the middle, and as Goddard comes off the ball, Wagner doesn't really pick him up. He's still looking.
Wagner has been a liability and a half in coverage this year, let me tell you. This one also goes out to Goddard, and he has the edge, and he's got a few yards. How about this start? How about this start?
It's nice getting Dallas Goedert back after he missed those games with the broken arm. Pretty amazing that he got back as quickly as he did. But, yeah, he's one of the big 3. When you look at Philadelphia offensively and what they like to do, they get the ball to A.J. Brown.
I mean, Dallas Goedert is a big part of this offense as a whole, not just in the passing game, but on the ground. He offers his dynamic ability. Offers just so much to this group, and without him, they struggled. I think, I kind of alluded to it in my stream yesterday. The game against the Cowboys, I don't think the score really reflected how that game went. I think the Eagles struggled, but they still found opportunities to score. They just didn't capitalize, and the score reflected a team that did capitalize and one team that didn't. But I didn't think they got severely outplayed, and I think Dallas Goedert being a part was a big reason for that. Holy shit. Is Devontae Smith dead? Yep, he's dead. What the hell happened there? All right, well, now Devontae Smith is dead. There goes all my bets. Good night. Good night. Yeah, he's done. Good night. There go all my bets. Huh. There's no way, bro. They're going to have to take a timeout. I mean, Jake Elliott next to Brandon Aubrey are two kickers in this league, 2 of 3 kickers in this league that have some of the biggest legs. So the Cowboys have been benefiting heavily. The Eagles have benefited heavily. And obviously the Ravens with Justin Tucker. But
when they began their careers as the Eagles head coach, talking about Andy Reid and the great Dick Vermeil, is the Eagles have stamped their ticket to the playoffs.
No, I was going to go cash out my bet, the one with Devontae Smith, and they closed the cash out. These devious motherfuckers. There's some devious motherfuckers over there, let me tell you. Those fuckers. I can still do it. Do we think Devontae Smith is coming back? I might just cash it out. I'm worried. Oh, never mind. He's back on the field. Never mind. Never mind. We're all good. We're good. Fucking Tit, you're bugging. 3rd and 6. This is big. You want to get this into 4th and short territory. This might be a QB run. It's not. He is dropping back to pass. He gets it to A.J. Brown over the middle for the first down. 2 massive pickups on 3rd down for this Eagles offense. Once again, A.J. Brown over the middle. It was Dallas Goedert the last time around. This time it's A.J. boxing out, and he's able to actually evade 2 tacklers and somehow manage to find his way upfield. This one stays on the ground to Gainwell, and he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7. It's not been a perfect drive, but they're doing well, remaining efficient. It's not been perfect, but they are converting. That's the important part. That's been the issue with this Eagles offense. It's just they haven't been converting, but they are moving. This one goes back to Gainwell, and he's got a gain. I was going to put Gainwell on this fucking slip. I was going to do it too. Son of a bitch, and I didn't. I was going to do it because this is a backfield you just cannot count on it being all Swift or all one guy. They just love to throw in whoever the fuck they want. I just knew it. Swift lost like 4 yards on his first carry, and we haven't seen him since. This goes right. Oh, Gainwell. What the fuck? Very poorly executed triple option. Hurts took it from Gainwell on the zone read, and then as he was fanning out, Goddard was there to be the option on another pitch, but I mean, I just don't quite get. I don't get that. I don't understand. Arlo, how you doing, my guy? How are you doing, my guy? I'm late. Is Drew Lock starting? He is indeed. He is. We might see Geno Smith supposedly, but yes, he is starting. They're going to get this out to Swift. He's cutting inside. He's got blocking. Ooh, okay. Well, this is where the Eagles want to live. We have a 4th and 2. This is where the Eagles want to live. These short yardage situations. This is where you do not want to be against the Eagles. Is this only 3rd down? Never mind. It's only 3rd and 3. Okay, still, nevertheless, this is exactly where they want to live. Jalen Hurts is 5 for 5 for 39 already. Wow. Gainwell is the back. Smith alone on the outside in one-on-one coverage. They're going to keep it on the ground with Gainwell, and he plows up the middle for the first down. He gets just enough. Just enough. Hey, I mean, the Seahawks defense has had opportunities to force the Eagles in uncomfortable 4th downs, and They just haven't been able to get them to that point. They've gotten the Eagles to 3rd and 9, 3rd and 6. That was 3rd and 3. But Philadelphia converting. They're once again going back to the ground with Gainwell, but he is going to get upended, but still managed to gain a couple. Kenny Gainwell just does not strike me as a running back, bro. He wears the number 14. He's not super fast for his size. He's not like stocky to break tackles. Like he's just like, with all due respect, just like, what is he good at? Like, what does Kenny Gainwell do? Like, he's not a great pass catcher. We have Devontae Smith alone at the top of the screen. They keep it on the ground again, but Seattle is ready. Wow. Julian Love blowing up the run. That's 2 straight. I mean, we have Devontae Smith one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. I like my chances there. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why we're not trying it. I like my chances there. I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked that they didn't try it. This time it's A.J. Brown alone at the top. Julio Jones in the right side slot. Here we go. Devontae Smith is also alone at the top of our screen. That's where he's looking. Hurts is running instead. He's going to get there. Jalen Hurts uses his legs. Another 3rd down. This time 3rd and goal. Jalen Hurts is messy. Wow. The atmosphere in Seattle right now is off the charts. Good job, Jalen. Good job, Jalen. Oh, he's down. Oh, Hurts is well down.
He's not contacted. Wasn't contacted yet.
Oh, not contacted, but is down. What are they going to call? This might be a long game for Seattle. Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia is not going to be fucking around tonight, man. Like, the way they were disrespected last week, no way. And the way they've been getting disrespected through the media. 7-up. Not 7-up. 7-0. Big drive from Philadelphia. 15 plays, multiple 3rd down conversions. Hurts crosses the goal line despite being down prematurely. Wow. Boom, 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 boom.
Before you use AI to transform business.
So DeAndres, I'm not even going to try and update what I got on this board because Swift and Smith have -1 and 1 respectively. What is your NFC hierarchy at the moment? The NFC to me is a pretty clear-cut landscape. You know, I'm giving that top spot to the 49ers. I don't think anybody's on their level. I'm not sure anybody will ever reach their level in the NFC or AFC. You know, right below them, you have the conference contenders in Dallas and Philadelphia. And then you have, you know, right under the conference contenders, I don't want to say dark horses, but, you know, divisional round teams, I would say. I think I put the Rams in that conversation, as crazy as that might sound. I also might put what other teams? The Lions, I think, are in there. I'm definitely putting. Oh man, I mean, if you catch Saints, no. I mean, there's really not much else, right? I think the Rams, the Lions, maybe on a very, very, very good Baker Mayfield day with that defense. But, I mean, if we're being honest, what are we thinking? There's not really much in the NFC. It's a pretty clear-cut. Pretty clear-cut group of guys, group of teams. Unless I'm forgetting a team, which is, I guess, possible. Like the Vikings, you know, especially with Mullins. And whoever they got cycling in and out of there. Commanders, Giants, obviously not. Packers, probably out of the conversation. Bucks, yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I don't strike the Lions as contenders personally. Conference contenders or Super Bowl contenders for that matter.
Elliott will kick it away. DJ Dallas, you see, waiting for it.
All right. That drive took what? For 9 minutes. A 9-minute drive, just about. 9-minute drive. AFC is going to be a bloodbath, that is for sure. We knew it going into the year, but not for the reason that we're seeing. The AFC is going to be a bloodbath purely because everyone is already hurt. Like, the blood has been spilled. The blood has been spilled in the AFC, and it's brutal. Gino's dressed. He's got shoulder pads on under that big, hefty jacket. They said we might see him. I would imagine we really won't, but we'll see. Metcalf in motion. This is an Eagles secondary without their top defensive back. And we're going to go backwards in the first play. Thankfully, the Steelers will make it. I don't think I have the heart or liver to handle getting the 7 seed. Just get the annual ass kicking Arrowhead. Man, seeing Big Ben go out like that, like, that was the year. That was his final year, right? Like, I'm remembering correctly. The fact that I didn't think he should have returned that season in the first place. I think that was a mistake. That was a mistake in the offseason for him to return. And then they ended up getting the 7 seed. Was that the first year of 7 seeds, I think, as well? Oh, boy. Drew Lock dumps it off to Ken Walker on 1st and 15. He's going to go nowhere.
Shane Waldron is the offensive coordinator. He and Drew Lock will try to figure out how to beat this Eagles team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that was the first year of the 7 seed. Big Ben should have retired. Somehow they squeaked it. Yeesh. Yeesh. 2nd and 12. Turns around and gives it to Ken. He's going to fight back, but we're going to be looking at a 3rd and long. First year of 7 seeds, but I take the ghost of Ben Roethlisberger versus whatever we got going on right now. Yeah, as sad as that is to say out loud, you're 100%. You're 100% right.
We'll see how this goes along. You see the defensive lineup there.
I mean, I just can't fathom that Mason Rudolph actually will pan out better than Mitch Trubisky. God bless. Metcalf in motion. We got a 3rd and 9. This is big. They're sending pressure. He gets it out quick to Metcalf, but he's going to be short of the line to gain. DK was just about to get there, but a strong tackle by Bradley Roby brings him down. And they're going to send out the punt team. They're booing. Seattle, the fans are booing Seattle for bunting in their own territory. Interesting.
But Robley's then able to make the tackle right after.
That's a strong tackle on a big guy like Metcalf. But hey, the Bills look scary. They do indeed. It just sucks that it took so long for them to come around, and now we're scratching and clawing to get in. Michael Dixon gets it away. Britton Covey awaits, fair catches, and they will walk onto the field with a chance to take a 14-0 lead. Yeah, I knew Kenny Gainwell was – rushing yard line was ridiculously low. Fuck. I just knew it. There's just things you know. You just feel like you can't trust it. Heck yeah, they're booing this punt. I heavily considered betting a hefty amount of U.S. currency on the Eagles tonight, but I remain disciplined, and I almost am regretting it already. I did bet U.S. currency on many different things, but if I would have just laid it all out there for Eagles money line, I'd feel a lot better about where I'm at right now. That's really what I should have done.
You say it when things get out of hand. At Prudential, we think you should say it when you hand down something valuable, too. Like when you realize a recipe is just one gift you can give them. Ask, now what?
The Eagles, though, like I was saying, they were a team that, I always go up and down with teams. I'm somebody that evaluates the NFL from a perspective that's typically not in line with the public. So earlier in the season when the Eagles were kind of winning, they were on their winning streak. They only had their 2 losses or whatever. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, they don't look great. These wins aren't easy. Jalen Hurts isn't playing MVP level football. And then a couple weeks go by after that point. People are starting to fall in line with that thought process. And then I find myself leaning the other way. Okay, now we see them get destroyed by the Cowboys. Outside of some egregious errors, I didn't think they looked bad. But, of course, because they lost by 20-plus points, everyone's piling on them. I always feel like I'm teetering opposite. Like I'm always playing devil's advocate. Not on purpose. It's just, I guess how I am. Now, there are certain things like Brock Purdy not deserving MVP. I would say that is a majority opinion. A lot of people do think that it's either Tyreek or CMC. I think most football fans would agree with that. Like obvious things like that. I'm not out here playing devil's advocate to get a reaction, but it just always feels like I'm teetering the opposite way on some massive topics. Like the Bills, for example. I was super low on Buffalo halfway through the season when we were in that lull, as everyone was. But then, right before the Chiefs game, I had a feeling that things might start to kick up. And then things started to teeter forward. Anyway, we have a 1st and 10. Philadelphia is on their own 12. I think Swift is the back. And it's going to go to him. And DeAndre Swift has a solid gain on 1st down. If they're able to run like that on 1st down all night, if they're able to get that sort of yardage on 1st down all night, it's going to be a long night for Seattle, like you said, Arlo. You just had to know that when Jalen Hurts rolled up in the Michael Jordan attire that he's about to have a flu game type performance. And bro is cooking right now. This is the scripted part of the game, though, so we'll see how it goes. 2nd and 5, he's taking a shot. And he's overshooting him. That was going to DeAndre Swift, who had the proper matchup, but it sails over his head. 3rd and 5 now. That was Hurts' first incompletion. He's 5 for 6 for 39. This is a 3rd and 5. They converted 3rd downs left and right all drive. All last drive. Let's see if they can do it here. They were 4 for 4 on 3rd down on their first drive. Let's see if they can keep converting. I mean, they'll go for it if they can get it to 4th and 1. Gainwell to his right. They're going to have to take a timeout. I'm not sure what the lackadaisical approach to that down was, but that backs them up even further and puts them in a tough spot. This is big for Seattle. If you're able to get them off the field quick, that's a big win. 14-0 in an instant punt. Big difference.
Towards their goal line and how loud they can be, but it looked like there on that 3rd down that the Seahawks were going to bring some pressure.
3rd and 10. Hurts alone. Gainwell comes back in. He takes the snap. 4-man rush. He dumps it over the middle, and he gets Goddard killed. He missed Dallas Goddard. It wouldn't have been enough. Would not have been enough, but that's a big 3-and-out. Big stop by Seattle's defense right there. Yeah, I mean, Goddard's not picking that up. It looks like Goddard wanted to sit a little bit further inside because he can feel the Feel the middle linebacker over the middle, the defensive back sitting over the middle, and, Hurts just threw him into the coverage, threw him right into the leverage. That punt gets away cleanly. DJ Dallas, that gets a very, very friendly bounce in favor of Philly. And guys are punching each other for no reason. All right, 1st and 10. Big stop by Seattle defense. Big stop. That false start was, or that delay game was huge. It wasn't a false start. Whatever the hell it was. What do you think caused the slight Hurts regression? Is he hurt? Did the Eagles really miss Shane? I think there's a lot of things that go into it. He has been playing hurt. He has not been healthy with that knee all year. I do think the transition from Brian Johnson to Shane Steichen has been the biggest catalyst to the difference in Jalen Hurts. But I also think they just are not winning in the trenches on the ground nearly as much as they were used to winning before. This is a team that usually gets to run at will, and that's what they were used to doing all season. But there have been times throughout this year where they haven't been able to rely on their run game, rely on Jalen Hurts' legs as much as they're used to, and that's forcing Hurts to have to be a pure passer, which I'm not going to say he can't be, but it's certainly not his strong suit. But I would say from my understanding, a lot of the issues that Jalen Hurts has experienced have a lot to do with the transition from Steichen to Johnson, I would say.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
I'm checking offense. Offense. 2022. Now, hold on. Checking something out real quick. Success rates. Yeah, I mean, the difference is night and day, right? This is a tremendous difference, and it might not seem large ranking wise, but share screen. We'll go with this one. So this is the 2022. The Eagles had a success rate on the ground of nearly 51% last year. This is how good they were at running the ball. Jalen Hurts very rarely had to drop back and win the game with his arm. And when he did, there were times where he was able to, but it was very, very sparse where Hurts was relied on in that sense. This year they only have 40. I think it's like a 43%. It's not a huge drop off, but 51% success rate on the ground is pretty insane. Drew Lock is going to turn and pitch to holy shit! Josh Sweat! Woo! Drew Lock turned a pitch to Ken Walker, and he got swallowed, bro. Wow. Sweat didn't even... Wow. Sweat was right there in an instant. You got to get hands on Sweat to some capacity. A loss of 6. Oh, yeah. That's not a start to the drive you want when Drew Lock's your quarterback. He gets out quick over the middle. It's Colby Parkinson. He gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Probably 3rd and 11 now we're looking at. 3rd and 10. The way this Eagles defensive front is humming right now, you do not want to have Drew Lock standing back there for too long. 3rd and 10. Eagles showing pressure. And they send it. One drops out, though, and he delivers. Tyler Lockett. Wow. I can't tell if they did send. I think they sent 4. I think they sent 5, but it looked like one was kind of hanging back just in case Lock got out. But And I'm kind of confused as to what that look was from Philadelphia. Nonetheless, though, Drew Lock throws a strike in a tight window. 4 for 4 for 29. Play action, I like it. Play action first down, get a rollout going, and he hits Lockett again. That's 2 in a row for Tyler Lockett. I like it. This is a game where if you're Seattle, you do not want to get comfortable with first down runs because that is where you might find yourself behind the sticks. First down passes, higher percentage, higher likelihood that you are able to stay on schedule against this defensive front right now. 2nd and 5. This one goes on the ground to Walker, and he finds a hole, and he is going to be just short of the first. They might give it to him. He's going to be short. This is not an easy pickup, though. We saw the Minnesota Vikings have 2 chances to pick up 1 yard in overtime, I think, and they managed to botch it both times. So there's never a guarantee at a first down unless you are the Philadelphia Eagles in a 1-yard situation. Under center, we have a whistle, a flag, a false start. Oh my God, that is brutal. Oh my God, a 3rd and 1 goes to a 3rd and 6. That's brutal. I mean, your playbook was wide open to begin with on that down. Oh, man. That's an awful call. That's an awful call. I don't like that. Way too ticky-tacky. And here they come. Only 4, actually. 1 dropped out, and he's just, no offense, blanketed by Kevin Byard. That's a very, very unfortunate turn of events for Seattle there. That's a very bad call. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
3rd and 6, and now Fant is overthrown on this.
I mean, he wasn't open anyway. Kevin Byard has been blanketing tight ends. This has been his job. When the Eagles are looking for somebody to cover the bigger bodies, it's been Kevin Byard's job, and he's done a good job at doing so ever since he's arrived. Is that legal? Can you do that? Wait, can you do that? Wait, what the fuck? Can you do that? What the fuck? All right. So this ref crew is lacking up here. They're having a hard time tonight. The Seattle player literally batted the punt backward toward the end zone, and they didn't do anything. Okay, sure. All right. Why are they not calling the Eagles defense for being in the neutral zone over and over, lined up in the neutral zone? I gotta look closer. I honestly haven't been paying attention, but that false start on Fant was bullshit. Seattle had their whole playbook available to them in that situation, and it just gets ruined, man. Horrible.
Situation. Right now, get last-minute gifts from just $2 only at Old Navy. Look, this deal is a steal, and so is the toboggan. I know because I stole it.
The future. The way you
Man, that was looking like a kind of promising drive there. It really was. We were on schedule after picking up that 3rd and long in the first set of downs. Yeesh. Big development today, though, is Matt Patricia is now calling the defensive plays. Sean Desai, the defensive coordinator, giving him over to Patricia. And I just read on Twitter that apparently Hassan Reddick was in coverage on Tyler Lockett on that pass he caught. So, you know, just your average Matt Patricia event, Hassan Reddick in coverage, right?
personalized money management with the right balance of risk and reward. Doors are meant to be opened.
Oh my God.
We love eating Little Caesars and watching the Vikings play.
Monday, I'm
I'm still confused. That dude quite literally batted the punt. Can you do that? Someone needs to inform me.
Yes. How about another slice, Ward? Thanks, Dad. So tasty. Gee whiz. Just a joke.
That can't be legal. That's funny as shit, though, I gotta say. That's funny as shit.
Happy to have John Perry with us in the booth.
A flag.
John was touched by John Radigan right coming up, 59 right here.
Oh, are they going to penalize him for illegal bat?
During the break, what's going on? Well, you got first touching by number 59, but along with the first touch, which is fine, he actually illegally bats.
Oh my God, they're going to call an illegal bat.
By rule to the previous spot, enforce that illegal bat and re-kick.
Re-kick?
Well, right now,
what?
You've got the defense for Seattle out there and the offense for Philadelphia, as they have yet to even make it.
What is going on?
Throughout the entire break between the first and second quarter. Yeah, this is, I mean, I'm not going to go on a rant this week, but that'll suffice.
Did they ever fix the spot of the, I don't know.
We had a legal bat by 59 of Seattle for batting the ball forward. Philadelphia will enforce the penalty 10 yards at the previous spot. We'll replay fourth down. Since we had the quarter, we will still flip the field.
So with the 10-yard penalty, they're going to decide for the re-kick.
Why are they re-kicking? What is happening? Why?
Throughout the second quarter.
Can someone please explain?
Further, a storyline. Reek Woolen, who, as we mentioned, was
what the fuck?
A year ago as a rookie, has in essence been benched to start this game.
We're hearing that Reek Woolen is benched. Wow.
Reek has played a special team snap. He's not hurt.
Me either, dude. I have no idea. I've seen illegal batting penalties before, but why it was that difficult, why no one did anything about it originally, why Philadelphia elected for Michael Dixon, of all punters, to re-kick. He's just going to pin him even deeper with that fucking leg. Oh my God, the hang time was pretty solid. And Covey, I guess they do end up netting. I mean, all of that for what? What the fuck? Eagles are 0-7 versus Pete Carroll Seahawks. Well, good thing I got money on the Eagles. What? This game is broken. This game is already broken, dude. What the fuck? Pete Carroll's like my favorite sideline coach because he's always so animated. Looks like Woolen's back out there. Lining up in the face of Devontae Smith. Hurts in the shotgun. They're going to get it out. Whoa! They tried to get it out quick to A.J. Brown on the screen, but Artie Burns said, not in my house. Not in my house. No, that was a Devin Witherspoon type play. Not having him is a big loss. Devin Witherspoon is a Swiss Army knife and a half for that secondary. Physical at the line of scrimmage, gets in your face, breaks up passes, lays big hits. This ball is going to go out quick to A.J. Brown again. Ooh, and he's slow to get up now. That's the second Eagles receiver tonight that has gone down and not gotten up right away. He's going off. And in comes Julio Jones. What year are we in, bro? 3rd and 1. And they're in the tush-push position. I'm glad that they're not overthinking this. Fucking 3 yards every time. I don't know what game it was a couple of weeks ago. I think what game was it? It was a few weeks ago. It wasn't the Cowboys game. the game prior to the Cowboys game, maybe the game before that. But the Eagles, like, for some reason, when they were in short yardage situations, were not going to the tush push. Like, they weren't. I never seen anything like it. It's like they were trying to prove a point. Like, we don't need the tush push or some shit. And they failed. They go to Swift on the ground, and he's inching his way forward for a couple. Wow.
Third or fourth and 1.
Wow.
And he doesn't just get it by the nose of the football. I mean, they go forward by a couple of yards here in this moment and most of the time. Well,
yeah, I mean, Hurts is, it's really just, it's just like unfair. It really is. Like, there's nothing you can do about it when it's run correctly. The way Hurts is able to surf, he's literally surfing on the back of his lineman. Hurts in the shotgun again. To his left is Swift. That's who's going to get it. Actually, Hurts pulls, and he's got the edge. And he's going to get the first down. Just no facial expression. Picks up the first down. He's just like, just no emotion. No emotion.
Is a real advantage for Philadelphia. A guy who's just so even keel. When we talk to him, whether tough times, good times, he's still just as chill as he can be.
6 for 9 for 48 is Jalen. This is going to stay on the ground with Swift. Another pretty solid gain on first down. I mean, if they're able to stay on schedule like this, it's going to be difficult, man. A penalty on their last drive disrupted their rhythm, but they weren't in the worst of situations. A couple of penalties by both teams have really thrown off a couple of drives that could have had some opportunity. Second and 6. Hurts dropping back. Hurts throwing. He's got A.J. Brown again. Hey, can I get Devontae Smith involved, please? That would be very nice.
They come right back to A.J. Brown and off coverage with Tariq Woolen. And, you know, I know there's a lot of conversation about spreading the ball to
Tariq Woolen is just sliding across the turf. Like, bro can't even keep up. Oh, boy, that's a gaping hole. DeAndre Swift making the most of it. I have never seen a running back with that much space in my life. Holy shit. What happened? What the hell just happened? They just paved a red carpet walkway for Swift there. Holy shit. This goes right back to Swift. And a lot of space, but Swift appears to have fallen. Oh, man, he had a few more on that one, and he slipped. That's tough. Jason Kelsey's the oldest offensive player to make a start this season. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's able to pull the way he is at that age, it's Hall of Fame first ballot material, man. First ballot material. 2nd and 8. In and out goes Swift. I'd be willing to bet that this is a quarterback draw from Hurts. That's zone read anyway. Same diff, right? Hurts slides. He like high stepped into a slide. What's he doing? Once again, just no motion. 3rd and 6. This is big for Seattle. Big, big, big for Seattle.
It's not because he's become ineffective in the later stages of his career. It's 3rd down and 6.
Holding him to 3 here would be humongo. We have a bunch at the bottom of our screen. And it's just a diversion. It's going to be a Hurts draw. And boy, oh boy, they had something to say about that. Holy shit. The front 7 of Seattle was not having it. 3 tacklers devour Jalen Hurts. He's going to pick up a couple. Are they going to go for it? Wow, Leonard Williams fights through and gets the first contact on Hurts. I'm not sure if he would have picked that up anyway, but great effort from Leonard. And they're going 4th and 3. This is big. You might as well touch push. Like, you can touch push from here. Let's be real. Hurts is alone in the backfield. In comes Gainwell. He snaps. That looks like he went early, the left tackle. And it goes to, is that Julio? Julio Jones. Wow. Hurts strikes quick. I don't even know if he completed his drop. I think Mulatto left early, if I'm being honest, but whatever. Yeah, I think Mulatto left early. 1st and 10 now. This one goes to Gainwell. He's wrapped up. The Seattle run defense is really stiffened up in the tighter area of the field.
You wonder if DeAndre Swift is starting to wear down a little bit. Gainwell was really good in the postseason last year. They let Miles Sanders get away. He's now in Carolina. Miles Sanders
is so ass. It's only because he averaged literally like 3.5 yards before contact per carry. Swift is now the back. This goes on the ground again, and Swift has a gaping hole. Just as I compliment how well Seattle stopped the run down deep, they get gashed. Holy shit. Old man Bobby has no answer. We have a flag. We have a false start. Wow. That's big. Another big flag in a short yardage situation for both of these teams. Wow. Jason Kelsey. They just lined up and they threw the flag for a false start. What the fuck is going on? What? Where was the... I'm not going to ask any questions. This crew is interesting tonight, to say the least. 3rd and 6 now. This is huge, Seattle. What do you got? They hand it off. They're going for it on 4th, that's for sure. But there it is. That run defense making a huge stop. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the play call. You run it there in anticipation of going for it after you pick up a few yards. You don't pick up anything, you're in a kick. Wow. Jake Elliott from 27 yards. 92% this season. What a baller. Cash Jake Elliott. Yeah, I'm confused on the false start. What the fuck? Wow. That's interesting. I wonder what kind of conversations happen with refs, like throughout the week. Like, what does the NFL like just send out mass emails to the entire pool of referees saying, this week we're going to be very picky about this, or this week we're going to be extra on top of this. Like, how do those conversations go? Like, what the fuck? Swift he's got some yards through the air as well. 6 plus 42, that would be. Energizer Ultimate Living. 42 yards. JSN doesn't have a target. Devontae Smith has a catch for -1 yards. Great. Great. That is way off center. Apologies. That's better. Summertime.
When you're with Amex, you can get closer to what you love.
I like this game so far, though. It's been a good one. I will say that much.
That's the powerful backing of American
Had it not been for a bad false start call and Noah Fant, I do think Seattle would have found their way into scoring distance, or at least field goal range, that is. But just costly penalties that have, honest to God, shorted both teams' points. So I guess at least it's going both ways. The only thing I can ask is if the refs are going to be bad and they're going to be ticky-tacky, they're going to be petty, then you keep that energy with both sides, with both sidelines. Always just be petty. If you're going to be bad, just be bad for both teams. That's all I ask. Like, I really don't care. Just don't be bad for one team and not the other, because that's when things become issues, right? Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia has dominated the time of possession, and they're only up by 10. So the whole dominating time of possession thing, it's important in this day and age, but it's really not as important as it used to be. Having 17 minutes of time of possession, only 10 points, I would deem that a loss for Philadelphia, if I'm being honest.
We need to go back and show you why they called this, John Perry, the false start on Kelsey.
All right, why'd they call it?
The league has done a nice job messaging these teams for 6 or 7 weeks on this exact movement. The ball is spotted at the 3.5-yard line, and the center moves it almost a half a yard to a yard forward prior to play beginning.
Wow.
Automatic false
Interesting.
start correctly called.
Automatic false start correctly called. Interesting. So I guess Jason Kelsey just moved it up a bit too much. Yeah, I mean, I guess he kind of did, right? I would like to see a first down throw here from Drew Lock. Not a run, please. Yes, here we go. Beautiful. I love the play call. He's throwing. And DK Metcalf got completely interfered with. I like it. First down throws. First down passes. That is how Seattle's going to stay in this game. That is how Seattle's going to stay in this game. This is an interesting way to put it. Seattle is the Razor Ramon of teams. This is a reference I understand, but I don't know who Razor Ramon is. If you lose to them, this ain't your year. If you beat them, you're a contender. First and 10. I wouldn't hate a run here, but I prefer a pass still. Yes, another pass. This one goes out to Jackson Smith-Njigba, and he gets wrapped up. A very strong tackle by Sidney Brown. Fuck. I need JSN to do something. I need JSN to get moving. This is going to be a delayed draw. Ken Walker does a nice job of utilizing the space he had. He had to make a couple guys miss, but he picks up a solid gain. And this is a scheduled drive. This is right on schedule. 5:33 left in the second already. I mean, time is just being chewed up. Chewed up. 3rd and 2. Philadelphia tightening up the defensive front, getting ready for a run. And they do give it to Walker, I think. He should have a first, I would suggest. That's got to be a first, yeah, absolutely. Move the sticks. Move the sticks.
He gets the start tonight because of Zach Cunningham, who is also out.
Move the sticks.
They picked up Shaq Leonard a week and a half ago or so. He got a few snaps against Dallas, and he was.
I mean, Drew Lock has not been awful. Let's be honest. He has been serviceable. For all of the situations of backups in the NFL, he's definitely not been the worst. Lock throwing underneath. He's got Disley. That's about 5 yards. Another 1st and 10 throw. When you're going up against offenses like Philadelphia and defensive fronts that are humming, getting at your running backs at the line of scrimmage, throwing you off, you want to pass on 1st down. I really like the adjustment we're seeing from Seattle in that sense. They tried to start off the game running early down, and it didn't work, so they changed it up. I like it. Drew Lock under center. They're in their heavy set. And there goes Ken Walker. Big hole. They were in their heavy set. They had all the tight ends in. Jake Bobo was the receiver. You know what's coming. You just can't do nothing about it. This is a very Seattle-esque drive. They're 3 tight end set. Jake Bobo. Good job, Ken. Great job by the offensive line. They're back in it. Disley, Parkinson, Fant, and Bobo. This is going to be a toss outside. Hassan Reddick is unable to get out there, but a strong Sidney Brown. Keely. It was Ringo. Is that his first name? Keely Ringo, I think. Strong tackle by Ringo, though. I don't know why fans are bitching. It looked like a completely fair hit. Great play by Ringo. I guess Sidney Brown came in a bit late. Yeah, I mean, just a tad bit. Just kind of late. We have a lot of action going on in the backfield right now. A lot of bodies standing back there. Drew Lock dropping back. He's going to hit. It's not going to hit Charbonnet. It hits him in the hands. It's going to fall incomplete. Not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal. That ball was right on the money. You need. It was a little bit in front of him. Yeah, I guess it was a little bit too far out in front of him, but like, I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you're throwing to running back with alligator arms. Like that's just, you just got to put it right on him. 3rd and 10. Drew drops back. Drew looking. Drew throwing. Jackson Smith. First down. Wow. Look at Drew Lock, man. Look at Drew Lock delivering, man. Whoa. And Jigba's been getting better and better with time, man. I'm telling you. This kid was the first receiver drafted in this class for a reason. This is just a team that loves to run the ball. They love their 3 tight end sets. You got Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. His opportunities have not been plentiful. He also started off this year with a broken fucking wrist or a broken thumb. So there's that too.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
Policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
All right, 16 yards. I need Devontae Smith to do anything except exist or anything. How do I want to phrase this? I need him to do more than just exist. That's what I meant. But you got to respect this drive, man. This is a very strong drive from Drew Lock. A gutsy one. A gutsy one.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency.
Future pizza emergencies.
So you'll have an emergency pizza.
Emergency pizza.
There you go. When you need it most.
To give your teeth a dentist clean feeling, start with a round brush head. Add power, and you've got Oral-B. Round cleans better by surrounding each tooth to remove 100% more plaque for a superior clean. Oral-B, brush like a pro.
Football is more than what happens on the field. It's play calling and playmaking and rising to the moment. But more importantly, at its core,
Week 15 sucked. Am I the only one that felt like Week 15 was awful? I thought Week 15 sucked. The Saturday games were duds across the board. Minnesota and Cincinnati was a good game, but just for the wrong reasons. I mean, the fact that Minnesota blew that was just sickening. You had the Thursday night massacre. Fucking Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers get run over by Gardner Minshew and the Colts. And Trey fucking Sermon. Jared Goff and the Lions unexpectedly run through the Broncos as well. I mean, it was just ugly Saturday football. And then Cleveland and Chicago was sloppy. Baker played a pretty damn good game, so credit to him. Some not great football this weekend for sure. This one goes on the ground to Charbonnet, and he's going to gain a couple yards, keeping his legs moving. I think we had a timeout called by Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken.
So we'll take a break.
Oh, my God. They go to the 2-minute warning. They go to commercial. And they come back. And they call a timeout and they go right to break. Seriously? Couldn't they, like, talk or something? I don't have to watch this commercial, dude. That's annoying. That is annoying. Check the replay.
One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
I have a fun thing I'm going to do at halftime. A fun conversation I'm going to start.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up Ship Station. I think.
Wow. This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth
It's
Tear
long,
is
long,
so
long.
soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get carried away.
Seattle can get 7 on this drive. This game is entirely different. Even, just not turning the ball over and walking away with 3, that's good too. As long as you're able to keep Philadelphia off the scoreboard, then that's going to be the key. It's kind of useless to have a wash in this situation if Philadelphia is able to get down the field and score 3 of their own. But the good news for Seattle is they get the ball.
Costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. FedEx can help you be ready for what's next.
I'm so
But
glad.
Philly has had ample opportunity to really take this game over. They scored on their first drive. On their second drive, they went 3 and out. They had an opportunity to go up 2 scores then. And then their third drive, they were in perfect position to do what they do best. A false start pushes them back, and they have to settle for 3. So
24/7 customer service.
tough shit.
Mostly yourself and $0 fraud liability.
Tough shit. I'm just so glad Devontae Smith hasn't done fucking anything, or DK Metcalf for that matter. Like, why are these guys just not doing nothing?
And Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. Has been a fast first half. This will be the 10th play of this drive. The Seahawks down by 10. With 1:53 to go, coming up that
All right.
timeout. Well, this is Matt Patricia.
Are they going to go to a fucking commercial when they call another timeout after this play too? Charbonnet's the back, DK in motion. Drops back, Locke's looking his way. It's a low ball. And Metcalf can't hang on. That's a bad ball. Keely Ringo is able to reach in and break it up. Metcalf can't haul it in. That's a ball Locke is going to want back. I mean, I think Metcalf had it, but due to where it was placed, it allowed Ringo to come in and make a play on a difficult catch. 3rd and 7 now. This is big. Jake Bobo in motion. He's going to join. Oh, blitz coming over the middle. He gets it out to Jackson, and he is short of first down yardage. Jackson Smith got leveled over the middle of the field, and Philly's going to use their last timeout. Great play by Reed Blankenship is probably my favorite Eagles defensive player. I love Reed Blankenship. One of the best safeties in the league, undrafted free agent. Another great move from Howie Roseman, a gem. A gem. Great play by Reed. Big stop. I assume they're going to settle for 3 here, yeah? 4th and 4. Are they not? Ooh, we're getting spicy. I mean, I guess this isn't the worst decision ever because you don't want to give because in this scenario you don't get it. Philadelphia is going to have a long way to go to get in the range. I guess this is the right decision analytically. Let's see if it pays off for him. Charbonnet in motion. Are they just going to try and draw him off? Metcalf in motion. I think they're going. Oh, they almost got to jump. Nah, they're just trying to get him to jump. Nah, I thought they were actually going to do it. See, the thing, I honestly think that would have been the right decision. So you have 4th and 4. You have an opportunity. You're going to get the ball out of half. So that makes a big difference. You kick a field goal here, you get 3 points. You're then hoping your defense is able to keep Philly's offense out of field goal range. So that's not a bet I'm happy taking. That's not a bet I am happy taking if I'm Pete Carroll, because there's a likelihood this gets washed. There is a likelihood this gets washed out by Philly's offense. So then, I don't know. I think I would have been happy. I think I would have been happy just going for it there. Maybe I would do. Seattle's defense has a big ask at hand here. Big ask. Really? My stream's buffering? That's cool. That's cool. This is where I go. Now nothing's going to work for me. Where is Facebook? Facebook on the come on, phone. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? All right, there we go. That should work. That should do it. But yeah, I mean, we're at a point where Seattle's defense, a lot is being put on their shoulders this drive to keep them to make that offensive drive worth it, because they took a lot of time off the clock to walk away with 3 points. So this is a big drive for Seattle's defense. Commercial, of course they are. Of course they are, bro. Show how the game is played.
This is how it's done.
God, there's been like 19 stoppages in these last 2 minutes. This has been a brutal final 2 minutes. This game was well ahead of schedule, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Everything is just stopped. All right. Here we go. Jason Myers is going to boot it away. What can Jalen Hurts do with 1:42? No timeouts. So they're going to have to work with tempo on this drive. But 142 is plenty. You can run basically anything from your playbook. You can keep the ball on the ground if you ever so please. You don't have to work the sidelines. It's preferred, but you can go over the middle of the field. There's enough time here to not have to worry about too much with the clock. Oh, wait, I got to change the score. Yeesh. I got to change the score. Oh, there we go.
What do you think of the jacket? You look like a marshmallow.
You look like a marshmallow. All right, first and 10.
Before the half, it's a first down at the 25. No timeouts, a minute 42 left. Eagles entered this week tied for the best record in the NFL.
Goddard in the right slot. Devontae at the top of the screen. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun with Gainwell to his left. His right. Goddard motions. Jalen looks. Jalen is throwing. He's got Devontae Smith. He's unable to get out of bounds, but a pretty solid gain. Ooh, we have a flag, though.
We got a flag now in the back, but right about where Hurts would have been.
What's that flag, huh? Is that a hold? Oh, that'd be an obnoxious. Okay, thank God. All right, thank God. If that would have been an offensive penalty, I would be pretty pissed. I need Devontae Smith to get involved. Good job, Devontae.
That's what drives Trey Brown off of him, and that's what I was talking about. I know there's the critics out there that
Devontae's 2 for 2 for 14 yards. That first reception went for like literally -1. Hurts dropping again. Ooh, he's got to run though. He's got a rusher in his face. He's able to get rid of it. Wow. Leonard Williams making an impact on a passing down. I feel like Leonard Williams, this could be somewhat uneducated, but I haven't heard his name too much ever since making his way over to Seattle. I have not felt like that's been a move that's paid dividends for Seattle in the least. It just felt unnecessary. It really did. You know, especially with how dominant the 49ers are, making that trade as if it really moves any needle. I don't know. Certainly hasn't panned out. Hurts, 4-man rush, ball batted. Ooh, that was dangerous. That hit the line of scrimmage. We have a 3rd and 10. Ay.
They had the one-on-one opportunities. They dropped the safety down. They got a safety in the middle of the field.
Ay.
Making it now a 3rd and long. I'll also point out, we saw that Rick Woolen came back into the game on the prior possession, but he has not been on the field once again. Here to close out this half.
All right, this is big. 3rd and 10. Four-man rush again. Hurts his time. He's unleashing and looking for A.J. Brown, but he was locked up. What a stand by Seattle's defense. What a stand for Seattle's defense.
Well, you're going to see A.J. Brown. It's good coverage, but you've also got Kenneth Gainwell who's coming out on his route. And it gets caught there with number 56, Jordan Brooks. That, it makes it tough there on the quarterback. You see color out in front, and he's not able to leap.
Wow. I mean, that is a huge stop. Huge stop.
So just not a good design. I looked like Gainwell might have gone deeper than he should have.
Oh, DJ's going to field the punt. Get whacked. Wow. 23-second drive. Yeesh. And now Drew Lock gets another opportunity. Look at this. Smith is up to 14 yards. Yippity-doo. I need some DK Metcalf involvement. That's what I really need now. I got the Smith involvement I need. I need some involvement from DK.
So I thought I'd give it a try. And that's when I learned why the Michigan Wolverines don't have a mascot.
The bar is where I go. How does that song go? Why is it stuck in my head? Wow, that's well. Got. Now this is a big chance for Seattle to double dip. If you're able to double dip, then you very well could be walking away with a lead after these next two possessions. So now what you don't want to do, though, if you are Seattle, is go 3 and out here either. So they're going to have to be smart with the clock. If they find themselves in a 3rd and long situation after a couple pass attempts, I wouldn't be shocked if they ran it on that down to just 2 more clock. You know, you want to make sure you're completing passes. If you're not going to, what I'm trying to say, you got to make sure you're completing passes to be able to keep the clock rolling, because you, like I said, you don't want to find yourself in a situation like the Eagles just did, where a couple balls fall incomplete and suddenly only 20 seconds or whatever are off the clock, and then all of a sudden the ball's going back the other way, because there is enough time for that. There is enough time for that if it's not managed correctly.
Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises. Well, there's plenty to talk about here in that race for the #1 seed in the NFC. You look at the Eagles.
Wow, the 49ers and the Ravens go at it this week, or next week, I should say. That is a good one. Is that on Christmas, I think? Christmas night, yep. That's going to be a good one, folks. I'm excited for that game.
A week from tonight, then they're at Washington at home against the Rams. They have the head-to-head tiebreaker over Philadelphia with that win a couple of weeks ago.
Woo.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
All right, starting at their own 19-yard line is Drew Lock. Let's get DK Metcalf here. Let's go. Over the middle, Disley, I believe. And they're going to have to get up and get going. That's fans. They have 2 timeouts to work with, actually, so didn't realize that. Didn't realize that. Here we go, Lock. Lock, looking right, looking, overthrowing to the sideline. Didn't like anything, gets rid of it. Now we have a 3rd and 4 suddenly.
He's in the pocket, and the receiver was running a go route. Clearly, he was just unloading the ball.
Do we have a flag?
We're going to talk about whether or not that was intentional grounding.
Oh, if this is intentional grounding.
The call against Josh Allen and the Bills. Not quite, because this one he was avoiding.
Oh, if this is intentional grounding.
And he's simply unloading it. The one with Josh Allen.
Ooh.
That was called. That was just a miscommunication between he and his receiver.
There's the oh my, I was just saying it. I was just talking about how if you are Seattle, you do not want to find yourself in a 3rd and long. Here they do. Whatever the play call is, if you are Seattle, it needs to be something that runs this clock, because the Eagles can't stop it. Wow. All right, Shane Waldron, be smart. Keep this ball on the ground here. They take the timeout to stop the 10-second runoff, which I find interesting as well. Shane Waldron, you better be smart about this, my guy. You better be smart about this, Shane.
So that makes it 3rd down and 14. Welcome inside the booth, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and well, the Seahawks get the ball to start the second half. I'm interested to see how aggressive they are here.
Another whistle. Bill's going to win the AFC East. Hey, I think at this point, I think what we can handle, we will handle. It's just a matter of the Dolphins getting knocked off just one more time, because the way we're playing, this isn't a team that is going to crumble to an Eastern stick. They're not. This is a team that is going to play hard every week. They're in a rhythm. They're not going to have a Billsy moment. I don't have that feeling. This is going to be that peak level Bills football that we've been waiting to see right at the right time. So.
Matt Patricia now taking over things, of course, will look a little bit different than what they
All right, Waldron, keep this ball on the ground. We just need the Eagles, the Dolphins to lose one more game. Yep, they run it. Good call. Good call. A flag. Oh, no. Oh, they did decline the 10-second runoff. I was going to say, why wouldn't they have? But we have a flag. Holding offense. Wow. Wow, and that stops the clock. That's exactly what we were just talking about. If Seattle finds themselves in a situation where they don't run much clock and they're in a third and long, you better run that rock. But that penalty just allows a potential opportunity for Philadelphia to get the ball and do something with. 0 timeouts. Michael Dixon's got a leg. If Covey can get a solid return here, get them to almost midfield, they might be in business here. Dixon's got a pretty good leg to it, though. Covey makes one-man miss, and then he's going to get clocked. Jeez. 27 seconds. They probably need about 40 yards to get into comfortable field goal range. We'll see. Look, there's nothing that can happen here that will be worse than what Trevor Lawrence and the Jags offense did right before half last night. I don't know who saw that, but that was a disaster. They had no timeouts. They hit a deep shot to Zay Jones up the sideline. There's like 12 seconds left. Trevor is rushing everybody to the new line of scrimmage, and he lines up in shotgun and then doesn't spike it. He throws it 2 yards from 5 yards out, and the receiver's unable to get out of bounds, and they don't even get a shot at a field goal. And that was just abysmal. Game one motion. They're at the 32. They're on 32. Hurts takes the snap. Hurts looking. Hurts launching. Oh, man, too high for Dallas Goedert. Too high for Dallas Goedert. I mean, he was there. He won. Hurts wants that one back. How do you overthrow Dallas Goedert? Like, that's a big-ass dude. That's a big-ass dude to be overthrown like that. In motion comes Gainwell. Hurts takes the snap, 4-man rush. Rush coming. He gets away from it for the most part. He's going to run, and he's going to get to the sideline. And we have about 3rd and 3, I would guess. 15 seconds.
Forced Hurts to the sideline as one of the backup tight ends, Grant Calcaterra. Limps to the locker room with 15 seconds left in the half.
All right. 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
$15 seconds. No timeouts. Not ideal. Takes the snap alone. It's a 3-man rush. He's going to roll out to his left. He's looking. He doesn't like anything, and he's going to get it away, actually. And it is completed to Kenny Gainwell. Wow. Hurts does a good job of maneuvering away from the pressure. They send a 3-man rush to his right, forcing him left. Oh, Gainwell dropped it. Never mind. I thought he caught it.
So he could try one deep ball, and nobody did. So they were there on 3rd down. They're trying
4th
to
and
pick
4.
up the first down.
Wow.
But you're going to take a look at it as he gets outside the pocket. There's just nobody running down the field vertically. He's wanting someone to take off.
Yeah, that's aggravating.
He just throws it away.
Well, this could be interesting. The punt gets away. DJ Dallas is going to let it bounce, and that is going to be the half. All right. That will be half.
10-3 is the score. Seahawks get the ball to start the second half. Eagles have lost 2 straight. Seahawks have lost 4 straight. Who's going to take this one here tonight?
All right. 10-3. Seattle gets the ball. They are more than in this game. More than in it. All right. Usually I take a break at halftime, but I want to play a little game. And that game is going to be what team could use a new quarterback going into next season? And there's a lot. There is a pretty sizable amount, I would say, that could be interested in a new pigskin tosser. So let's talk about it. Vikings, yes, that is absolutely on that list. Let me go to my standings real quick. So I'm going to wing this. Wing it as if it's that difficult. So teams that need a quarterback, it doesn't have to be a starter. It can be a new backup for different reasons, and those are reasons I could explain. So with that being said, I'll start with the Jets. The New York Jets are a team. Obviously, they have had their issues with their starting quarterback. They go and trade for Aaron Rodgers. He gets hurt. Zach Wilson steps in. It's not been pretty. I don't know why they didn't go and get a quarterback when Rodgers went down in the first place. I would like to think they've learned their lesson with the Zach Wilson experiment. They go out and get a different backup, given whatever worst case scenario could happen with Rodgers again next year. The guy is going to be almost 4 years old. The offensive line is not good. So a new backup quarterback for New York should definitely be on tap. The New England Patriots, it looks like they're done with Mac Jones. I highly doubt they're going to be rolling forward with Bailey Zappi. So the Patriots are definitely on that list as well. The Browns, you have no choice but to go forward with Deshaun Watson because of how much you paid him. But in all reality, you very well could roll with a lot of other guys that I think would probably be like, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I do think Jacoby Brissett, Joe Flacco's done well, but if they would have stuck with Jacoby Brissett all the way through, they probably, they might be a 2 or 3 loss team, like genuinely. So not the Browns. They could be in the market for a backup quarterback, a new backup. Dorian Thompson-Robinson's probably not it. So maybe a backup quarterback for Cleveland. Cincinnati, they should be in good shape as long as Burrow's able to stay healthy. Browning seems to be serviceable. The Steelers are going to be an interesting conversation this offseason. We're halfway through the AFC, and we talked about 6 teams already. Kenny Pickett. I think Kenny Pickett gets another chance, but I think it will be one of those scenarios where they have somebody behind Kenny Pickett to keep him on a short leash. Right now they don't. Mitch Trubisky, they thought Mitch Trubisky was that guy. He's not. Now he's getting benched for Mason Rudolph. I think the Steelers go into next year with Pickett as their quarterback, but like I said, they're going to need somebody behind him to keep him on a short leash. So in case things go haywire, they can turn to the other guy and let him know, hey, your job ain't in tip-top shape. The Colts, Anthony Richardson, I think they're in all right shape. The Texans, it might not hurt to find another backup for Houston, but God forbid, they just won a game with, was it Case Keenum? So God bless them. And CJ Stroud's obviously there. Will Levis, Ryan Tannehill probably won't be there next year, but Will Levis is obviously their guy. Patrick Mahomes, I don't even know who the backup for Mahomes is at this point. Is it Chase? No, Chase Daniel retired, right? I don't know who the backup for Mahomes is, but probably somebody that's not going to be able to step in and operate that offense given the current state of it. So they can use a new backup. Denver, I think their backup is – who's Denver's backup, man? I think I know the answer to this question. I just can't think of it. But Denver, no. Raiders, 100%. Las Vegas has to be in the market for a quarterback. They have to be. Aiden O'Connell is not the guy. You went into this year with Jimmy Garoppolo, which was because of Josh McDaniels' dumbass. That was a mistake from the second that they made that decision. So that was idiotic. They should be grateful they even drafted Aiden O'Connell to have him right now, but he's not the future. He's not going to be the future. The dude is an absolute statue in the pocket. got to move on from him. I would like to see them in the market for one of the quarterbacks in this draft class, potentially trade up. I don't know what they're going to do, but they can't go on with Aiden O'Connell. The Chargers, Easton Stick is not a capable backup. This is a team that needs a new backup quarterback for sure. Max Duggan, the TCU guy, he's down in the practice squad, but Easton Stick ain't the guy. Justin Herbert, he's not Iron Man. So they need a new backup. Philadelphia is fine. I think the Cowboys have what's his face back, Cooper Rush, so they're fine. The Giants, what a disaster the Daniel Jones situation has been. I actually was one of the people that didn't hate the extension for Daniel. I really didn't. What I did hate was the fact that they extended Daniel, and I felt like they didn't do nearly enough to really help him. Like, he finally caught heat. He gathered some momentum in 2022. They had a good season. And then they just went out and got 31-year-old Darren Waller. Like, usually the formula with these quarterbacks to really help them take the next step is you go and get them a wide receiver one. And they went and got 31-year-old Darren Waller. I think that was a failure on Joe Shane's part, Brian Dable's part. So I didn't hate the extension. I hated the fact that they didn't do anything else with the rest of the offensive cast. They drafted Jalen Hyatt and brought in Darren Waller, like yippee. So I think they failed Daniel Jones, but nonetheless, I think it's safe to say he's probably not going to be their guy. They'll be in the mix. Tommy DeVito, though, is doing a good job earning himself a nice lifetime contract to be an NFL backup, an NFL journeyman backup. The Commanders, I think Howell is the guy. I just think that entire team is absolutely just not bought into the riverboat system. I think the riverboat is sinking quick. That guy needs to either retire himself or he's going to get fired. I can't believe he's not already fired. Like, that team does not want to play for that guy. I feel confident in saying that. But otherwise, they have Brissett there. I don't know what his contract looks like, but Sam Howell, I think, is their quarterback of the future. They just, they need to get Riverboat out of there. That's for sure. Detroit, no, they got Goff. Hendon Hooker was drafted. I don't think that's going to mean very much. I don't think Hendon Hooker, even when he's healthy, is going to be that guy in this league. So, maybe a new back. I think Hendon will probably be good as the back. The Vikings, though, like Jeff said, the Vikings are absolutely on this list. We don't know what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins. He was contract year, balling out, tears his Achilles. You hate to see something like that happen to such a good dude. So Kirk goes down. Who knows what Minnesota's going to do, but it just feels like this year they were so much better than what they were last year, and their record is just the complete opposite of what would display that. So who knows? They might go looking for a quarterback that they think can help them win now almost, because Brian Flores has that defense humming. He will be a head coaching candidate, but I wouldn't be shocked if he stuck around another year. And if they are able to find somebody to replace Kirk, because I don't think Kirk will be back coming off of that Achilles, then they might be a dangerous team in the NFC North. The Packers are fine. The Bears, oh boy, the Bears. I made a video about it today, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The Chicago Bears would be extremely moronic to not draft Caleb Williams and move on from Justin Fields. And it, quite frankly, doesn't even have that much to do with Fields' play at this point. Justin is a kid that has survived his NFL career based on potential and the flashes he's shown at times, but never is able to put together a consistent product. Not entirely his fault. I'm not going to go as far as say it's been his fault, but it's year number 3. You got your number 1 receiver. Your tight end's coming along. Justin Fields. He's not the answer. And in Chicago, you have an opportunity to get a generational talent that's being deemed in Caleb Williams. You have an offense that is ready to go for a young quarterback. You have a defense that's humming. You just traded for and extended Montez Sweat, and now that defense is really turning a corner. Your team is ready for a young quarterback to step in. And with Justin Fields, it's hard because you are not going to be able to make an educated, legit decision on whether he should be your future in the short time that is left, because you still don't know now. And as this contract continues to burn, you're not going to find an offensive coordinator if you move on from Getsy that is going to be able to either, fix him quick enough or even fix him at all. I don't know if Justin Fields is even fixable. So that's a big risk that is just not, it's just not worth taking if you are Chicago. So you draft Caleb Williams. You're able to get that new rookie contract with a quarterback that I think has a higher ceiling than Justin Fields anyway, much higher ceiling. And you go from there. So I think they would be stupid, and I mean just so stupid, not to draft Caleb Williams. I'm sorry to all the Justin Fields truthers out there, but if he's going to be successful in this league, it's not going to be in Chicago. And the decision on whether or not to hold on to Justin Fields is a fucking no-brainer. You draft Caleb Williams, you move on with your life, and it's not even a question. Tampa. I think Tampa might have found their guy in Baker Mayfield. He's had his moments where you're like, Baker, that wasn't your best game, but it looks like he's found a home with Dave Canales over in Tampa. The defense has been playing well. They've exceeded my expectations this season. And I think Baker, did not get a fair shake with the way things ended in Cleveland. He's bounced around between Carolina. He bounced around to Los Angeles with Sean McVay. And now here he is in Tampa. And I think Tampa might have found their franchise quarterback by mistake. So, the guy is not old. I mean, how old is Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield age. The dude's 28 years old, man. Quarterbacks are playing, well into their late 30s. This could be your guy. So we just saw Russell Wilson get traded for a king's ransom at the age of 34. So, Baker could be your guy. I think they're in a good spot. The Saints, oh, man, the Saints are just probably in the worst shape of any franchise in the entire league. Going and getting Derek Carr was senseless. He's not done anything to move the needle for that team. The money situation is bad. There's just nothing good about the head coach is uninspiring. The quarterback is just not good. The Saints, they don't just need a new quarterback. They need a lot more than that. But boy, oh boy, what an absolute disaster. The Saints have, this season might as well be erased from everyone's memory as far as the Saints are concerned, genuinely. The Falcons, Desmond Ritter's the worst fucking starting quarterback in football right now. It's not even close. Honest to God, there is not a single human being that is starting. Mitch Trubisky is light years better than fucking Desmond Ritter. I'm not kidding. It's just so bad. He is so fucking ass. And Arthur Smith is just a moron. I'm sick of that guy. I can rant about the Falcons for ages. They had the second easiest strength of schedule going into this year. The Falcons did. Second easiest in the worst division in the league. And they're 6-8 on the outside of the playoff picture because they just lost to the 1-12 Carolina Panthers in a monsoon. Arthur Smith deserves to be fired. They need a new quarterback. That franchise is not in bad shape. Their defense has turned a corner. They have the skill position players. They just don't have the quarterback, and they don't have the offensive mind. Carolina's fine. 49ers are fine. Rams are fine. Seattle might be in the market for a quarterback, but I'd say they're fine, and Arizona's going to stick with Kyler. Right on time, though. Our game is back. Perfect timing. Somehow that timed up perfectly. That worked out. So Seattle gets the ball. How will they manage? Down 10-3. This is a big drive. Yeah, I would say the Rams already needed a quarterback as well. A backup. I think Stafford will be there for a couple more years, but they definitely need to get a guy in there that can sit behind Stafford and take over. It might not be – I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't do that this year. They waited another year, but absolutely. All right. Locke takes the snap. It's going to be a screen out to Ken Walker. He's being chased by Reddick, but he's going to pick up a pretty solid gain on 1st and 10, gain of 9. Good start to the drive. That's the key. That's been the key to Seattle's success. They got away from running on first down, and they have moved the ball much more effectively. Now you're in second and short. Your playbook's wide open. You can take a shot. You can run the ball. They're going to run it here. Ken Walker's going to pick it up. I mean, that is where you want to live if you're Seattle right now. Gorgeous. Wow. The Eagles have been giving up 156 yards on the ground per game. That is just a disgusting stat. And they got so down bad to the point where they had to ask Matt fucking Patricia to take over. All right, under center. I would like this to be a pass, though, please. They're going to give to Ken. He's got a hold, though. Ken breaks a tackle. Walker makes the most of it. That was about to be a 2 or 3 yard gain, turn into a 6 or 7. Strong run by Ken Walker. I need fucking DK Metcalf, dude. Get involved, DK, please. Holy shit.
Anytime he has the ball in his hands, and yet, he can run tough when he needs to, like we just see here.
Great run by Ken.
Eli Ricks comes up. He at least is able to make the tackle, but
locking the shotgun. Metcalf's got to be just, I don't know if he's getting bracketed or what, but for a team without Darius Slay, he's not been getting many looks. Ooh, he gets it out just in time. Ken Walker is well behind the line of scrimmage. Ken Walker! Wow, a missed tackle. Wow. Drew Lock at the last second was able to dump it off like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage to Walker, and he makes 2 guys miss back there and ends up turning it into a first down. Good God. That's brutal. Sidney Brown misses a tackle. 53. I'm not sure who 53 is. That Cunningham? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's Lock gives it to Charbonnet on first down. And another gain. Another solid gain. Wow.
Kenneth Walker was out with the oblique strain in weeks 12 and 13. This is his second game back. And then Charbonnet hurt his knee at Dallas a couple of weeks ago. Good for 6.
Wow.
Second down and 4. Yeah, it's been tough sledding for Charbonnet.
Back for the second half.
Has gotten the bulk of the carries with the injury there to Kenneth Walker, but I really like him. I think it's an excellent 1-2 punch. Been following him since
second and 4. JSN in motion.
He's as tough as they come.
This one stays on the ground again. Philadelphia needs to make a statement. They're unable to. And a 5-yard gain picks up a first down. They need to slow this down. If Seattle is able to run the ball, oh boy, not good. Not good.
Just outside the Philadelphia 30. Yeah, and that is a hallmark of Pete Carroll since he's come to Seattle. I mean, they've always had depth at the running back's position because of his philosophy on wanting to pound the football. I just think Charbonnet, he has the toughness. If you make people miss, he's usually going north and south. Then you got the home run threat with Kenneth Walker at his speed.
First and 10. They are in the territory of Philadelphia. Jake Bobo on the quick screen. Another good game, though. It didn't go as far as I might have wanted, but it was another solid gain of about 4. Staying on schedule. Jake Bobo, what a story. What a story.
But when we had Seattle earlier in the year, I mean, some of the things that he's able to do as a blocker, but those type of guys like him, he's not obviously the
that dude's got some massive biceps, bro. Holy shit. Second and 6. We have a 4-man backfield with Drew Lock. This one goes on it was a play action, actually. They got my ass. And that is going to be the Fans. They are 1 yard short of the first down. A 3rd and 1 coming up. I fall for play action like frequently. Wow, too easy. Too easy. 3rd and 1 now. Another creative backfield. A bunch of eye candy for Ken Walker, who makes a couple guys miss. He's got an escort. He's got a touchdown. Wow, this game is tied. What a statement drive from Seattle. Wow. Ken Walker is running beautifully tonight. Wow. That interesting, unique tight end formation. Ken Walker runs to his left, bounces outside, and just, you're not going to get Ken Walker with that much open field. In that much open, you're just not. And wow, what a fucking drive, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Convoy, that's the word I was looking for.
At Target, get low prices on Target.
Wow, big drive from Seattle. No DK Metcalf, though. That's really aggravating. That's really aggravating, if you ask me. I've liked this before. What's huge about that? Oh, you're now down 3 with Walker versus Swift. Are you talking about? Wait, you can't be talking about in our league, right? No. No. Nice, though. Hey, Robbie, what's going on, man? How are you doing, dude? How are you doing? Now in your work league? Nice. Yeah, Walker's really woken up. He had a couple of nice carries for more yards over expected. And then he had that pickup on that dump off that went for a first down that should have been dropped for a loss of 5. And then we had that touchdown run. Excellent work from Ken Walker. I'm in the playoffs in a league with friends. Nice. I'm in the playoffs in some leagues and not in others. It's pretty much the story of my fantasy existence. Making the playoffs and then coming up short all the time. Brandon, you made the same mistake I make every year, putting your eggs all in the basket of pretty much a team that consists of the same players across 8 leagues and then losing. And then losing all the way across the board. It's like my MO. Well, one of these years, it's going to pay off. One of these years, I'm gonna win like 8 leagues in one season. With the family, I saw that, Robbie. Congratulations, man. I did see that. I did see that.
So the 49ers have that head-to-head. You've got a Lions team closing into the first.
All right, 10-10. I forgot to update the score again.
It's Tampa Bay leading the South at 7-7.
10-10. I have Pollard, Lamb, and Prescott. Lamb's touchdown, of course, is a rush. Like fucking. Do not be ungrateful. Come on now. You shouldn't even have gotten that in the first place. All right. Jalen Hurts, how do you respond? How does you respond? All right. How am I doing these? And what do you mean by that? I'm just streaming them off of StreamYard, if that's what you mean. All right. 1st and 10. Here we go. Can you respond if you're Philadelphia? You have to. I mean, you just got punched in the mouth right out of half, and now this stadium is reeling. He gets it out to Smith quick. He gets knocked by Michael Jackson, but a good gain of 9 right off the rip. Oh, the scoreboard. This is a software called OBS. I make the graphics, and then a software called OBS allows me to put the graphics up on screen, and then I use the text options in the thing to put it all together. This one goes to short to Goddard. Skips off the ground. I don't know what that was, Hurts. Fuck was that? Come on, Jalen. Holy shit. What the hell was that? 3rd and 1 indeed. Yeah, I presume we're gonna see the tush push, right? 3rd and 1. Oh, they pull off the fake. That's the first time we've seen the. Ooh, we have a flag though. That's the second time this year we've seen the fake tush push, and it does get the first down, but we have a flag.
The indication is it's against Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Legal use of hands to the face. Defense number 55.
You know, we saw Philadelphia whip out that exact play early on in the season in a game where it didn't matter. We haven't seen it since. There they use it. They're trying to rip off a big one. You know, the idea of that play is that you catch Seattle sleeping, and then you get DeAndre Swift out to the edge, and he's all alone. Now, obviously, it doesn't go for the home run, but nonetheless, still a pretty ideal first down. 1st and 10 now. Play action. He's looking. He's evading the rush. He's going to run himself, and he's got a first down and more. A good gain of 12. Jalen Hurts doing an excellent job. The edge rushers were flying upfield. He escapes. Massive gaps opened up between the A and the B. I mean, he had all the room he ever needed.
Here's what the Eagles were trying to do. They're trying to hit Devontae Smith, and they pick it up. Quandre Diggs, he recognizes it and is able to get to the middle.
Hurts is going to give this one to Swift. Another gaping hole. Why is my fire alarm going? What the fuck is going on? What have I been up to? Not too much. Just making content, working. It's the usual. How about you? How about yourself? How about yourself? 2nd and 4. DeAndre Swift is up to 45 yards rushing tonight. Looking Hurts cook up here. Drops back. He's coming. It's going to be a screen to Swift, but it is recognized by Leonard Williams. That is his second pretty big play tonight. And a loss of 5. Fucking, I have DeAndre Swift rushing, receiving, and he's losing yards in the air. Fuck. Big play by Leonard Williams. Good job. Yeah, I mean, excellent job by Leonard. Now we have a 3rd and 11. I think it's a 3rd and 9. I'm sorry. 3rd and 9. Hurts is alone in the backfield. Will they send heat? I don't think they are. They only send 4. Hurts is throwing. He's got his man. A.J. Brown for the first. A.J. wins. He had DeAndre Swift underneath. I thought that's where he was going to go. But he goes the extra mile, and he's got A.J. Brown. I mean, good job, A.J. Yeah, that throw was bad. A.J. Brown made a great catch, a great adjustment to that ball. This is going to be a screen to Goddard, and he's going to get stopped. That play never fucking works. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are they running that with Devontae Smith? Why are they having Devontae Smith block? I don't understand that concept. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Like, why is Devontae Smith blocking for Dallas Goedert? Holy shit. So stupid. Absolutely brain dead, dude. Oh, my God. Like, I just need 25 Dallas Goedert receiving yards. Like, is that so much to ask? And this quarter is getting chewed up. Chewed up. 4-man rush again. Slicing it over the middle. Oh, there's my Goddard yards. Thanks, Dallas.
Somehow only missed a month and a total of 3 games with a broken right forearm. He gets 10. It's remarkable. And
wow.
It's a significant break as well.
3rd and 3 now.
I couldn't believe that he was back out on the field last week. He injured it.
Honestly, like, why don't you go to the tush push here? This is going to be another rollout. Hurts throwing! Got his man. Devontae Smith again. Oh, my God. They're rallying now. Great job. Great catch by Devontae. Great throw by Hurts. It didn't look like he had anything, but thankfully Smith is able to win. This is going to be a handoff to Swift. He's got room, and he's going to fall. He had a fucking touchdown, and then he tripped on Kelsey. Now Hurts is going to fucking just push it in. What the fuck? If I was a DeAndre Swift owner, I would be pissed right now. Thoughts on the Bills beating the Cowboys? I mean, it's pretty. I think I have more thoughts on the Cowboys than I do the Bills. You know, the Bills, push touchdown. The Bills, you know, they did exactly what I would expect them to do. They found out, they committed to what was working. Joe Brady, and that's something that I feel like we have struggled to see from, you know, our offense. We finally found a rhythm on the ground, and we didn't try and get cute. We didn't try and do too much in the air and keep the ball in Josh's hands when it was working in Cook's. And, I mean, just a great effort from the offensive line. James Cook had just a beautiful night, Le'Veon Bell-esque kind of night. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I have more thoughts about the Cowboys than I do the Bills. Cowboys are in question, to say the least. Devontae Smith hits 40 yards. Here we go. DeAndre Swift is up to 53 plus what? He's only down one receiving, 54 yards total because he lost 5. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Stupid rush receiving line. Why did I take it? Why did I take it? That's a big response. That is a big response.
When I got the script, I was like, does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco? Doesn't that
Does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco?
Fluffy eggs, melted cheese, savory sausage. The all-new toasted breakfast
All right.
taco.
I'm going to need DK Metcalf to get involved. I need 6 more Jackson Smith and Jigba yards on that slip, and then I'm going to need DK to really come through for me. I need DK to come through big time for me. 32 DK yards. It's more than possible. Yeah, I mean, if I get 32 more DK yards, I make some money tonight. So please. And I need 6 more Jackson Smith yards.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
Please, oh please.
The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Man, I should have just went with Swift on the ground. I took out Swift because I was afraid of how involved other running backs would be. I should have just went with Swift. That was stupid. Who the fuck are you? Nah. Piss.
Where'd you want to serve?
But the good news is, I think we are expecting, I should be expecting
Yeah, my grandpa did.
the Eagles to commit to the ground this drive, so that'll force Drew Lock to throw. Joe Brady, yeah, Joe Brady has done an exceptional job, and Sean McDermott deserves the credit for making the move, making the transition when he was heavily criticized for it. The Jackson's up to 19.
Look how crusty this is.
Shameful. It's just too much. Not with this. Tide. Tide can tackle any pile.
USAA.
Just clean the pile, Ron. Okay. This too. That was easy.
When stains and odors pile up, it's got to be Tide. The league in tackles.
Seattle needs to respond now. They came out and they punched Philadelphia in the mouth with their run game on the first drive of the second half. Wasted a lot of clock, came away with 7. Philadelphia responds right in rhythm, and now it's up to Drew Lock. I do think we're going to see a commitment to stopping the run from Philadelphia this drive, so Drew Lock might have to really start Might have to really start dealing. And hopefully it's to DK. And hopefully DK is the one that is on the receiving end. DK and JSN. Out of the end zone it goes. And the stride will start at the 25. Ken Walker, that run was ferocious. I mean, the ability to pick up a first down after catching a pass on a dump off 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, that was all Ken Walker, that whole drive, man. That was a Ken Walker drive. All right. We got the tight ends out again. We'll see if Philadelphia has an answer for it. They're passing on first down. He's looking. He's taking a shot. Drew Lock got his. Oh, he overshot him. He had Lockett, but he overshot him. Wow. Woo. Wow, wow, wow.
So the ball, you got to make him go run for it, and he can go get it with his speed. He's beyond the safety,
Locke.
So Blankenship is not going to be a factor in this.
Locke just sends it too far. That's a ball that you probably see Geno Smith connect with, if we're being honest. They go on the ground to Walker here, and it's going to go nowhere. And now you're in third and long. This is exactly what you had to be afraid of if you were in the shoes of Seattle. I like the first down shot. Don't connect. I would have preferred you stay through the air on second down there because you know Philadelphia is just asking. They want Seattle to run the ball this drive. They do. But, man, that's tough. Now we got third and long. It's looking DK's way. Oh, Drew Lock is going to get swallowed. Yep, that's not ideal. You just don't want to have Drew Lock dropping back in these situations against this pass rush, man. You don't. First sack of the night for either team.
First sack of the game for either team, and this will force a punt. Yeah, we haven't seen much pressure really on either quarterback, and finally the Eagles.
Dude, I need Jackson Smith and Jack Bomb.
And get a sack on Drew Lock.
Is that so much to ask, bro? Fuck. Dixon gets it away. It's a boomer. Fair caught by Covey. It's going to be an Eagles drive starting at the 21. So Seattle, the most important thing for this drive is not just keeping Philadelphia off the board, but it's stopping Philadelphia from chewing. I mean, the next time Seattle sees this ball could very well be with 7.5 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. So that's really the goal of this drive. You know, if you're going to give up points, do it quickly so your offense can get back out there.
I think that could work. Oh, I like.
Philadelphia has been dominating the time of possession. That drive is not going to help their case. Big stop.
It's something.
Dude, Metcalf is really 1 for 8. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, I like that.
What the fuck are we doing here, fellas?
Confident about which used car to buy? Nope. Why not ask the most confident person you know? My old high
Push
school
me to
coach.
the edge. Oh, my friend, you're dead.
Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
I'm not going to ask her. Are you an alum here?
No, I'm married to Tim.
Ah, Shiver Me Timbo. Did he ever tell you the inner tube water polo story?
I mean, so apparently PFF just tweeted out that Jalen Hurts just tied Cam Newton for the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in a single season with 14. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but the way that these rushing touchdowns are, you know, being fed to Hurts, I'm not going to call it, you know, impressive. I mean, it's impressive, but like, how many of those are on the 1 yard line with the push? Like, come on. Cam Newton's 14 rushing touchdowns. He was diving for the end zone, getting whacked in the head.
Brown rice, white rice, or quinoa?
We're going to need a minute.
Do you have any food allergies? Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
1945. Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
Tune in for a special Saturday.
Oh man, I wish Geno Smith was able to play this one. That ball to Lockett's one that's probably completed. You know, if you have Geno Smith under center instead. Like I said, though, this is a big drive, not just to keep the Eagles out of scoring range, out of the end zone, but you do not want them chewing the entire clock, which is something they are more than capable of doing. So this is big. This is big. My God, McCaffrey, 301 touches. That's fucking insane. He's averaging 129 scrimmage yards per game. Did I read that right? Holy shit. Hurts is going to hand to Swift on first down, and he's going to get about 3. And Lane Johnson just got rolled up on, and he falls hard. That's not good. That's not good. That's really bad.
And he is as good as it gets at that position across the NFL. They'll check on him.
Wow, that could be detrimental. Another break. Yeesh, that could be really, really, really bad. No.
So you think you're ready for the NFL playoffs?
You ready, Joe? I was born ready.
Flyovers? Check. Extravagant entrances? Check. Dynamic duos?
Oh boy, I'm freaking hungry, bro. After this game, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna go get some food for real.
Check, please.
Check, please. Commercials, man, they're just so fucking long. The commercials are on the 2-minute warning. That was ridiculous. That really was. 55 yards. Oh, wait, 55 plus 1, 56. Yippee. Wait. Excuse me. If Lane Johnson, if this is anything significant, that's a big loss. That is a big loss. You know, the offensive line is what keeps this Philadelphia Eagles offense and this Philadelphia Eagles team, for being honest, afloat. Like, they are the reason why they are so good. You know, the skill position players and the talent they have out there are very helpful. But it's really the trenches where they win. And a guy like Lane Johnson, you don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that. Ay. Do.
But here's what happened to Lane Johnson right there.
Ow. Yeah, he got rolled up on a bit. That looked unfun.
Good news is Philadelphia, he appears to be fine. Went into the medical tent.
Oh, he appears to be fine. Good. 2nd and 8. 3:01 remaining in the third.
As Jack Driscoll takes his spot for least a play.
Can Seattle force Philly into a 3rd and long? We'll see. Oh, major false start. Holy. And we're going to have a 2nd and long. Wow. And in comes Lane. Back comes Lane Johnson. Good news. Very good.
Fans at home that are watching this and how relieved they are to see Lane Johnson back out onto the field. I mean, that's you can't even begin to state.
You are entirely correct about that one, Troy.
They know the numbers. With him in their lineup, they're 88-50-1. Without him, 6-20-13.
All right, Hurts is along the backfield. 2nd and 13. You need a big play from Seattle here. Hurts is being forced to roll to his right. He's going to run. He's going to get chased down. Taylor's going to force him out. We're going to have a third and a longer medium. This is where the Eagles have done a good job converting for most of the night. Oh, wow, it's actually 3rd and 8, so we have a 3rd and long. This is a big opportunity for Seattle because you need, like I said, you need to keep the Eagles from chewing up the rest of this game clock. And if they're taking a long time per series of downs, picking up first downs on 3rd, that can be bad news. In motion goes Quez Watkins. 3rd and 8. The pressure's coming. He's got the time he's needing, and the ball is going to be well underthrown. It looks like we had a miscommunication. Wow. It looked like we had a miscommunication there. That is what you want if you're Philadelphia. They pick up the pressure, and then you're going to get A.J. Brown one-on-one, and unfortunately, there's just no shot. Wow. Oh, my God. Devontae Smith was wide open. Wide open. Not quite. Did you watch last night's game? That game sucked. That game was brutal. Holy shit. That game was awful. All right. Can I get JSN and DK Metcalf, please? Is that so much to fucking ask? Ay. JSN and DK Metcalf, please. That was a big stop. Big stop.
My A1C was up here. Now it's down with Rebelsis.
32 yards with DK. I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing. He can get that in one play.
My doctor told me Rebelsis lowered A1C better than a leading friend.
But really, 6 JSN yards is the bare minimum. Like, give me that at least, please. Holy shit. At least give me that. This shit's shot. Fucking. There's no way JSN's getting to 44. No.
Increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Need to get your A1C down?
With Rebelsis.
As little as $10 per prescription.
With Rebelsis. Wanted to see a blowout? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. The last night's game was bad. Like, the Ravens should have won that game by like 40 points, and they didn't. Keaton Mitchell tore his ACL, and Trevor Lawrence just played like a cross-eyed and colorblind middle schooler. Like, oh my God, yesterday's game was just, oh God, dreadful. This is much better. As crazy as that might sound. I mean, like, I don't know if you saw, Clyde, what happened right before half of the Jags, but my God, Trevor Lawrence. He hits the deep shot to Zay Jones. They got no timeouts, 12 seconds left, clock running. And then, for some reason, he doesn't spike it from 5 yards out. And you run a play that doesn't get out of bounds, doesn't get in the end zone, and you go into half without any points. I mean, that was inexcusable. Horrible management.
Watch this little action on the sideline a moment ago. A.J. Brown shoves Michael Jackson, and then Brown gets a little shoulder from that staff member of the Seahawks on the sideline.
Dude, A.J. Brown getting trolled.
And A.J. came back into that guy's face. Well, the league's already suspended one security guy.
A.J. Brown getting trolled.
Staff member the rest of the year either. There is Big Dom DeSandro.
I don't understand this whole Big Dom shit with the Eagles. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. The fact that he even got involved with Drake Greenlaw in the first place, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. They're going to go with the handoff on first. I mean, you can't. Holy shit, you can when you got Ken Walker. Wow. Wow, Ken Walker is saving their ass. I was going to say you can't run the ball anymore. The Eagles are daring them to run the ball. They want them to run the ball. I mean, the fact that Walker got out of that is insanity. Insanity.
They sure missed in those 2 games that he missed. And
Wow, Ken. Wow, what a run.
the Seahawks, this is as healthy as he's been in a while coming into this game, and it shows.
2nd and 3. Get the stay on schedule. You got your heavy set in. No DK Metcalf. Not great. They go back to Walker. Another hold for Walker. He gets to the 50 over midfield. When they bring in their tight ends, I mean, you cannot stop it. When they bring in their heavy set like this, wow.
It doesn't take much for Walker. You see,
Walker, patient, waiting for the lanes to open up, and he picks from the wide open gap. I mean, it's been a great night for him. 16 touches, 100 yards. Yeah, what the hell, DK? What the hell, Metcalf? I swear the third quarter is always the quickest in a game, and it's the most uneventful. The third and the first, they're just always so uneventful. Oh, my God. Like, nothing happened that quarter. Actually, that's not true. We had 2 touchdown drives. My bad. Nothing happened that I needed, damn it.
Let's start with what we do know.
Fuck.
Geico makes it easy to bundle coverage for your car and home. Yeah, you can purchase sports.
Let's hope this sets up a play action shot to DK for a bunch.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's true.
It's easy to
That's what I can hope for. These runs set up the deep shot, and it goes to my boy, Ditka.
That's just for you.
You love somebody.
At Ally, we're helping millions of people save for their people. Whoever you're
I
saving
just
for,
overcomplicate things. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at, overcomplicating.
If your business needs a new application, then developers will have to write code. A lot of code. If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and caffeine. If this sounds daunting, then use Watson X Code Assistant. AI designed to multiply developer.
Well, now, I mean, if
so you can generate
if you're running the ball with this type of success when you bring in that set,
Watson X Code Assistant.
I don't see why you get away from it. Although, when they're not, when they don't have their tight ends in, I would suspect you keep it in the air.
Discover the incredible true story. I'll lay it down, Coach, of our team of American underdogs. Everybody else tires. They just get stronger.
Oh, my back. I'm hungry, bro. Oh. The boys in the boat. Lumen Field. All right. 15 minutes of clock remain. What can Seattle do with the rest of this drive? All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Just over midfield for Drew Lock and company. DK Metcalf at the bottom of the screen. What will they do on 1st down? They're going to go to Walker. And he's bouncing off of tacklers. Reed Blankenship came down and laid a crack, but Walker just shook it right off. Holy shit. He's just not even phased. He's just not even phased. Blankenship comes down and lays a shoulder and gets away from Jalen Carter. He gets tripped up by Jalen Carter, but he's just eating all of the wax. Wow. Impressive. Second and 1. What do we got? They're going to go right back to Walker. I think he's got the first. They were thinking maybe a play action shot, but they just ride Walker again. Give me DK Metcalf now. That possession right out of half, I mean, Ken Walker wasn't doing jack shit. And then that possession right out of half, he broke a tackle and turned a 2-yard run into like a 7-yard run. And he caught that ball behind the line of scrimmage, and then he had the touchdown run. That drive just got his gears going. No Metcalf, all tight ends. Well, they're passing this time, though. Of course, Metcalf's not going to be on the fucking field. And Disley's got 4 or 5. What the fuck? Ah.
They took Metcalf off the field on that first down play. Now he's back on the field, but you keep running the ball the way that they have with Kenneth Walker, you start getting more. He's had some opportunities already with some one-on-one looks, but you start getting even more favorable opportunities, and will they? But you got to believe that at some
point, let's go DK soon. Let's go DK soon. I agree. I agree with the broadcast. God, you had DK too. Fuck, you had DK on the other crosser. They ran a mesh concept, and he didn't go to DK. Damn it. At this point, now he's just being mean.
It's 3rd down and 1. Yeah, they got the crosser here with Lockett, and then DK Metcalf is coming the other way, and you just pick the guy that you see in the coverage of playing zone, so you don't have a man-to-man look. Either way, if he goes to Lockett, that was his
3rd and 1. Wouldn't be shocked if we saw a run here. Boy, they've been toting that ball. Metcalf and Lockett split out wide. They go right to Walker. And they're ready for it. It's Philadelphia. Finally, a big play by the Philadelphia front 7 to blow something up. It took them long enough. Huge play. Nick Morrow comes downhill and meets Ken Walker. He makes a strong tackle. For the way Ken Walker's been running, that is not an easy tackle. Is Seattle going for it? Yeah, they are. 4th and 2. What do you do? I think this is the right decision. Timeout. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. What are they going to do?
DK Metcalf, as you talked about a couple of times, Troy, has been shut down. With just 2 targets, 1 catch, 8 yards. And let's take a look at how they've tried to slow.
I mean, Metcalf had a catch like on the first drive and hasn't had another one since. Fuck. I mean, he was getting looks early on. It's just ever since this half, not nothing in the second half here.
He's certainly wanting more opportunity than what he's had. Big numbers against the Eagles over the
last 3 games against the Eagles. He has torched them. The last 2 games against Philly, he's torched them. Of course, tonight, I just need a measly 40 yards. He's one-on-one at the top of the screen. He's going to go to his... Oh, my God, it goes off his fucking hands. In a flag. Wow, Metcalf drew the flag. Motherfucker! If only he caught the ball. Let's see this again.
If it's against Bradbury, that's the 2nd pass interference call that Metcalf has drawn in this game.
Pass interference.
Wow. That's huge. James Bradbury. Wow.
Right over there in front of the Eagles bench. Sirianni didn't like it, of course, but let's take a look.
I mean, yeah, he hooked him. He hooked him. I mean, that's a flag. Catch the ball, DK.
Because he has such big size and he's physical, he's able to work through those kinds of contact plays. I think it's a good call.
That is a good call. Absolutely a good call. This goes to Walker again. He's going to get bounced back. If he somehow turns this into a gain, I'm going to be disgusted. He gets bounced back by his own lineman after they get pushed. And Walker tried his best to make something out of it, and he's unable to. That would be ridiculous.
Which rises to the level of pass
That was absolutely a flag. I don't know what Sirianni's bitching about. That dude just loves to cry. That guy's, I can't stand Nick Sirianni, dude. Actually can't stand him. Now they're at the 30. 2nd and 14. This is a fake pitch. It's going to be a screen to Metcalf. He's looking to get upfield, and he does. He gets about 12. Pretty good gain. Finally getting Metcalf involved. It took long enough, man. Holy shit. It took so long. Give me some hope. Gotta give me hope. Please. Good job, DK. I believe DK's alone at the bottom. Philly is showing pressure. They're not going to send it. Locke gets fooled, and then he's able to get it away. Wow. Locke got fooled by that pressure, but it does end up coming in. 4th and 2. What do we do? What do you do? Oh, man. I mean, they didn't even send heat. The right guard just got smoked. That's brutal. Jalen Carter. Oh, man. You got to hold up for an extra second in that situation. That's an easy first. 4th and 2 now. Here we go. Can they convert? They get the ball off. Oh, Pete.
Wanted to take another look at it too.
He was sacked. Pete, you idiot. Oh, Pete is selling.
Goes down as an incomplete pass. Well, it does, and the timeout is to avoid the delay of game.
Oh, Pete. They're going to take the... Oh, they're going to look at it. Oh, Pete Carroll, you are way too experienced. You are way too experienced, my guy. Oh, my God, Pete Carroll, you are way too experienced, dude. That is brutal. Oh, Pete. Oh, Pete. Pete. Oh, yikes. That's horrible. That is horrible. I mean, now you got to kick the field goal, right? I mean, yeah, you got it. Oh.
Philadelphia was challenging the ruling on the play that the quarterback was down by contact before he threw the ball.
We know.
After review, the runner was down by contact.
Yeah, obviously.
The ball will be placed at that spot.
My God, Pete Carroll just sold.
Sounds better with the music under it, but it's an expedited review.
This is a successful challenge for Philadelphia.
Sold.
You know, it's a full review, but it's clear that the knee is down before the pass. So they put the ball back 7.5 yards.
That's brutal, man. That's brutal. Pete Carroll just... Oh, Pete.
Rather the Seahawks as a result. Oh, pretty interesting turn of events there. That because they had
Pete loses a timeout, and then they end up having to kick anyway.
If they were able to,
that's horrible.
It's not a challenge.Ariani's not going to
that snap, they were going to get the snap off too, man. Jeez, that's horrible. 43-yard attempt for Jason Myers.
Because of the 5th sack of the year by this all-world rookie Jalen Carter, and it turns into a 43-yard try now.
Here we go. This is big.
For Jason Myers.
This is huge.
Good challenge by Sirianni.
A good challenge. He waited too long. Shouldn't even have happened. What are they fucking talking about? I want to eat. And these referees are dicking around. Well, why?
And I guess the answer is no. And you can see Pete Carroll saying, do I get the timeout back? Now, he does not.
Why would he get the timeout back? Pete, that's on you, my guy. That's on you, Pete. 43-yarder. I have an odd feeling he's going to miss this. Never mind, he drilled it. What is this game? I'm pissed at Pete Carroll, to be honest with you. What did he do? So on third and I think it was 3rd and 2, Drew Lock was getting tackled, and they called it an incomplete pass after he got the ball away. And then the following snap, they were going to go for it on 4th and 2. And right before the play clock expired, Pete Carroll called a timeout, even though they would have gotten the snap off. And that timeout allowed Philadelphia to then challenge the last play of whether or not Drew Lock's knee touched before he was able to throw it away for the incompletion. And that challenge flag, a challenge is successful on Philly's part. And Seattle loses a timeout, and they have to settle for 3 because the sack. So awful. Am I really not going to get 6 more JSN yards? Like, are we actually like fucking serious? I need 20 DK yards and 6 more JSN yards. Like, what the fuck?
HCM is a serious heart condition, affecting as many as 1 in 200 people.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal management on an experienced coach's part right there. This is big though. Another drive that Seattle very well could be getting the ball back with literally no clock. So they need to find a way to get Philly off the field quick, because you do not want. I agree. I think they would have 100% picked up the 4th and 2. It looked like they got what they wanted, favorable. They got something favorable, and Pete Carroll panicked. Called a timeout to avoid a delay of game, and then he ends up losing more yardage with the sack anyway. Awful.
Holiday Classic, Christmas Eve, only on NFL Network.
All right. Let's see how Philly can respond. If Philly's able to get 3 points of their own, Seattle probably, I don't know if I have faith in Seattle to find the end zone. So I think Seattle's best bet here, they're going to have to make a big stop. They just cannot let Philadelphia chew clock. That's the goal here. I think we have, 10 minutes left in the half? 10 minutes on the dot. Look at that. 10 minutes even. That's a pretty looking scoreboard. Away it goes off of the foot of Jason Myers. Touchback it will be. All right. All right, here we go.
As they lead by 4. They'll miss the playoffs on ESPN and ABC. We'll cap off Super Wildcard Weekend with the annual Monday night game on January.
Still a lot of game left, though. Yep, that's how I feel, Clyde. Here comes a fucking 8-minute and 12-second drive that cuts into the 2-minute warning, and Seattle's sorry ass only has 1 timeout. First play goes, actually, it's a read option. Or a read option. It's an RPO. And Jalen pulls it, slings it to A.J. Brown over the middle for a gain of 14 on first down.
This is his first time to see action here in the second half. So very
and what Tariq Woolen has had quite the path with his career so far. Pro Bowl rookie year. They keep talking about how he's been jostled in and out of the lineup tonight. Not seen the field much. 1st and 10 here. This is another handoff. Swift is patient enough to find room, picking up 4.
The Eagles on offense have their right guard. In this case now, with the injury to Juergens, it's Sua Opeta, who looks back at Hurts, and then it's Opeta now, and not Juergens.
All right, 2nd down.
If it's time to snap the ball, it just keeps the center from getting stiff neck.
2nd and 5. Hurts dropping back. Here comes Heat. He gets it out, though. Devontae Smith is there. And another first down for Devontae. Yeah, but, I mean, there was just way too much cushion for Devontae Smith. They sent the free rusher, but way too much cushion for Devontae underneath there. That's about as easy as it gets. Countering the blitz one-on-one. Hurts is looking. He's going to try and take a shot. He's going for it. Oh, wow! Jalen Hurts picked off. Going for the deep shot. I fully expected that to be A.J. Brown. And he's trying Quez Watkins? I honestly thought that was going to fall incomplete. They were going to throw a flag. But wow! No fucking way is right! What the fuck? All Philadelphia had to do on this drive was stay on schedule, get chunks, and they were going with tempo. They're going for it all. Wow. I don't know why Philadelphia just decided they're not going to run it on this drive is beyond my comprehension. Wow, I am dumbfounded. That was a sell. That was a sell job. What the fuck? What? That was boneheaded. That was absolutely brain dead. Trying to remember the last good thing that happened on a Quez Watkins deep target. He got the game winner against Indy. I don't remember that. This was like 15 months ago. That's why. Wow. I mean, that is just awful play calling. Wow. Fun fact, going to this game, the Eagles had 18 total dropbacks the entire season that were from under center. Second fun fact, the three most explosive pass games in the NFL this year, Houston, Miami, and San Francisco all had at least 40% of their dropbacks under center. Okay, that wasn't as relevant as I thought it would be. Wow. I mean, we saw an absolute sell job from Pete Carroll and then an absolute sell job from Brian Johnson. So I guess they're trading blows. Idiot blows. I'm completely fine with that throw if that's A.J. Brown. Why he's throwing that up when he's not running 5 yards naked alone behind the secondary to fucking Quez Watkins is beyond my comprehension. That's a poor decision on Hurts' part. Why they're not running the ball? I mean, that whole drive was just a disaster, start to finish. That should have been a DeAndre Swift drive, racking up the yardage, running the clock. Yeah, trading gaps. I couldn't think of a word, but yes, trading gaps indeed. Ay.
This year, we're going all the way too.
All right, so the good news about this is that I need 6 more JSN yards and 20 more DK Metcalf yards. Like, please? I thought there might have been a flag thrown if that fell incomplete. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to get mad that they don't call that. Like, I'm not. You shouldn't be doing that. You deserve to get picked off if you're going to be play calling like an idiot. This one goes to Ken Walker on the ground to start the drive. Gain of 3. And Jalen Hurts, once again, sits expressionless on the bench. He could have just thrown a 65-yard touchdown, and he'd have the same facial expression on that damn bench. Wow, Jalen Hurts on throws that are 20-plus yards down the field. He's 0 for 3 and a pick. Wow. 2nd and 7 here. They go right back to Walker, and he makes a couple guys miss behind the line of scrimmage and at the line. But then he's ultimately brought down 2 straight runs, and now it's 3rd and 5. You cannot blow this possession if you're Seattle. I mean, now you're in a situation where it's 3rd and 5. I mean, that was the turnover that you needed. You cannot go 3 and out because Philly is not making that mistake twice. They will run it down their throat. They will shove it down their throat. With only 7 minutes on this clock, good night. Good fucking night. I mean, you got to go for it. Like, honestly, you got to go for it, I think, if you are closer than 3rd and 5. 4-man rush. He gets it out. Holy shit, that almost got picked. Lockett looking for a flag. And Seattle manages to just blow it. What an embarrassment. How embarrassing. That should have been a pick. Wow. Awful. Awful. 2 awful sequences. 3 straight awful sequences, in fact. The Pete Carroll timeout gap. The Jalen Hurts deep ball to Quez Watkins gap. And now that. Yeah, I didn't think there was a flag there at all. Lockett's just bitching. Yeah, well, newsflash for Seattle, you ain't getting that fucking ball back. You need to throw the ball. Like, what are you doing? Philadelphia, I mean, to be honest with you, the only success that Seattle has had on the ground in this fourth quarter has been due to Ken Walker breaking tackles at and behind the line. And that's fine, but like they are committing to stopping the run. They're committing to stopping the run. Philadelphia is. You need to keep the ball in the air. That's awful. Awful, awful, awful. You throw it. It should have been a pass on first down, get 4 or 5 yards, run on second. Then depending on what happens on third, I mean, that's brutal. Yeah, I mean, this is 100%. Clock warrants a long drive. Absolutely. Fully expect a long one here. Oh, what happened? My shit started buffering. I missed a play. 2nd and 7. I need 6 Jackson Smith and Jigba yards. Are we serious right now? Oh, fuck. He had 19 in the first half. I just need 25. All right, Hurts is alone. I wouldn't be shocked if this was a quarterback draw. No, he's throwing. Nope, there's the draw. That was obvious. Hurts trying to pick up the first, but he's going to get driven backwards right before the sticks. That was the most obvious quarterback draw ever. Ever. And now it's 3rd and 1. Yeah, they're not getting stopped here. So, good night, Seattle. Good fucking night, you idiots. Fucking idiots. The only way that they don't pick up this 3rd down right now is if they get called for an offensive offside and they get backed up. Wow, shocking. First down pickup. Yeah.
Julian Love over there. He's not in the middle of that pile, but he was holding up his hand as though it was 4th down and they were short.
Awful. I mean, there's just nothing you can do. It really is bullshit. Like, I am far from of the opinion that they need to ban it, but like, there has to be a way to stop it. It really is broken. It's literally a video game play. It's like a spammable video game play. Like, someone needs to come up with something. 1st and 10. This goes to Swift, and he makes a nifty move in the backfield. And he gets out, and he's going to slide inbounds brilliantly. Swift just shook somebody off the fucking screen in the backfield. Why is Troy Aikman so? Why is Troy Aikman so just like amused by Julian Love holding his fist up? Why was that so funny to him? He's such a goof, bro. He's such a goof, bro. Mamba. 3:48, 3:47. Yep, this game's over, folks. Good night. Another handoff. This is to Swift. He makes another guy miss in a phone booth. Makes another guy miss in a phone booth. DeAndre Swift does a lot of tap dancing, but to his credit, it works. It works when it has to. 2nd and 7.
The Lions.
Swift is to his right. 17 rushes for Swift, 74 yards on the ground. This goes right back to him, and Seattle that time is ready for it. Leonard Williams, the third big play of the game from the feet. I was going to say phenom. He's not really a phenom. The monster on the inside, though, that Leonard Williams is. He's made a couple of big plays tonight. This is the game. This is the game. Third and long. This is what you needed. This is your ball game, folks. Yep, it is the ball game because Pete Carroll doesn't know how to fucking use his head, and he called a dumbass timeout. Awful timeout. 9 for 15 on third down. This is a 3rd and 7. Hurts is alone. I wouldn't be shocked if Hurts ran with this one as well. He's going to try to. Hurts looking. Hurts got a guy in his face. He's trying to create. Hurts is super far behind the line of scrimmage. He's throwing. Incomplete. Seattle's defense comes up huge. Wow. Wow. What a job by Seattle's defense. Leonard Williams again disrupting. When Hurts switched fields like that, I thought for sure they were in trouble. Oh, I thought they were in deep shit when he switched fields like that. Yikes. But they're not even going to get the benefit of the 2-minute warning. They have one timeout. The clock would have stopped with the change of possession anyway, so they don't even get the benefit of the 2-minute warning. You think they go for it? What do you mean by go? Now they just kicked. I don't know if. Wait, what do you mean?
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
All right.
Oh, didn't notice. Gotcha. Yeah. All right, this is the game. Can I get 26 total yards between 2 of the top 3 receivers on Seattle? Is that possible? Like, what the fuck, guys? Holy shit.
Is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Pictures of maps. Yuck.
Like, come on, bro. What the hell? I literally need 6 Jackson Smith and Jigby yards and 20 DK Metcalf. I mean, the fact that DK's been this uninvolved. If Philadelphia can stop the run, I just gotta. I've been so cold. So cold. Shout out AOC for killing fantasy. True. I mean, if you're starting Aiden O'Connell, you're either in a 2-quarterback league, a 32-quarterback league, or a 32-team league, I'm sorry, or you're just that down pat.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
You can feel it.
I cannot believe that Seattle stopped them on that 3rd and 7, honestly. I am shocked. Very shocked.
It comes from deep down inside. Full-time fans, your passion is unshakable. And you deserve a reward. The mark of a fighter.
Coming down to the wire. Hopping to see if the Seahawks Seahawks can muster a game-winning drive.
Scott Van Pelt here, down on the field when this one is done. Visiting with Joe and Troy, Ryan Clark as well. We'll talk to one of the stars of the game. What side the game is really still up for grabs.
I cannot believe that. I'm shocked. I thought for sure when Jalen Hurts started running, he was going to pick that joint up, but. All right. Here we go.
For Seattle, it's 1st and 92 yards.
92 yards to go. If they somehow drive this whole fucking field and I cannot somehow get 26 yards between those two guys, I'm going to be pissed. 1st and 10. Oh, wow. And they almost get picked off on the first play of the drive. Holy shit. Relax, Sherlock.
this drive right now for Seattle. This is,
relax, Drew Lock.
You know, you can make a case this is the biggest possession, biggest drive of Drew Lock's career.
Oh my God, that's entirely on Noah Fant.
He certainly has an opportunity.
That's entirely on Fant. Catch the fucking rock.
But he hasn't done much.
Catch the fucking rock, mate.
Passing, but it's going to be all on him on this
He's coming. Get rid of it. He does. And he's got Metcalf for a big gain. Wow. Yeah, you can't use a timeout here. They get on the ball quick. Oh my God, Drew Lock was about to get leveled. He gets it out quick to Noah Fant, and then he's able to get out of bounds. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I think I only need like 6 DK yards and 6 JSN yards now. What a great route. I thought DK dropped, to be honest with you. I thought for sure he dropped that. Oh my God, DK caught that? Oh my God, he's saying he caught that. Holy shit. Metcalf. DK! How the fuck did he catch that? Metcalf, wow! He was hand fighting with Bradbury, but he came down with it. Holy shit! How did he catch that? All right, I need 6 yards from Jackson Smith and Jigba. Is that so much to ask? Holy shit! Please, dude, Metcalf, Metcalf. What a grab, DK. Yeah, they get a breather too. DK, holy concentration. He rips it from Bradbury. All right, now it's time for JSN to win somewhere underneath for just 6 yards. He's looking his. Oh man, I don't know. We're going to Charbonnet there. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that?
Either for Charbonnet or Lockett, who would take it off.
What the hell was that?
I'm not sure exactly what happened on that.
I don't know what happened on that either.
Defense for Philadelphia.
Come on, give me 6 more Jackson Smith yards, dude. Please.
They dropped Blankenship down. Or, excuse me, the other way they rotated, but they got.
Was he just getting rid of it? Like, hello? All right, 2nd and 10 now. Lock looking, Lock throwing. Oh my God. He Lock just fit it into a disgusting window. I don't know if if that ball got deflected or what, but that fit through that window. Wow. That's a crazy throw by Lock. Oh, I think Morrow. Did Morrow get a piece of it? I can't tell. That's a crazy throw by Lock. Holy shit. 3rd and 10. Here we go. You need something here. Jackson at the top of the screen. He's doubled. Going to Metcalf. And he caught it! And he got out of bounds! Holy shit! Drew Lock, big time throw. Metcalf somehow comes down with that in double coverage. Oh, wow. Wow. What is going on? How the hell did he catch that? To think they weren't throwing to this guy all fucking night. That's insanity. Yeah, I mean, Sidney Brown does a piss poor job. Sidney Brown does a piss poor job of getting over the top to help Bradbury. I think Bradbury is wholeheartedly expecting that assistance, and he just does not get it. Oh, man. Every single time Lockett doesn't come down with it, he's looking around for a flag. Like, that's been his MO tonight.
Watch Metcalf when he makes the catch. The official initially said he was out of bounds, but his knee is down in bounds. That was a good job for him to get that right and restart the clock.
Not in bounds. Or not out of bounds, I'm sorry. 3rd and 10 now. Wow. 3 for 4 on 3rd and 10 plus. That's a pretty just insane number. Lock. Throwing! Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wow! What the fuck? What is going on? What a catch by JSN! What the fuck? What a catch! He did the thing, Arlo! Oh my God! What a catch! What a catch! What a fucking grab. They have 3 timeouts in 28 seconds. Okay, I do need fucking Philadelphia to win now, though. Holy shit. Holy shit. So that was like a double-edged sword. That was a double-edged sword for me. Because I have Philly money line in 2 slips that I had the other 2. Oh, my God. Like, could that have been anything else? I know. Like I'm happy about that, but, like, at the same time, I'm not. Like, oh, my God, that catch is crazy. I don't know how Smith caught that. Holy shit. What the fuck? No, this is wild. Hey, this game ain't over. This game is not over. Wow, Drew Lock in the rain. That's insane. Drew Lock just led a 92-yard touchdown drive with ridiculous catches from Metcalf, 2 ridiculous catches from Metcalf, and 1 from JSN. This game was over like 3 times. This game was over like 3 different times, I'm telling you. Wait, did all my bets just... Oh, no, I need Devontae Smith now. Hold on. Now this slip has life. What is... DeAndre Swift is up to 74 yards. Oh, my God. Swift only had... Oh, my God. Swift has what? 75 yards rushing receiving? What the fuck, dude? Jackson Smith hit... A.J. Brown goes up, but he cannot get his feet down. Yeah, this game's over. Good night. Yeah, A.J. Brown's not even close.
A lot of his targets have been underneath type routes. He's run a few deeper over the last several
Wow. I mean, that was a double-edged sword. I needed JSN so bad, but not to score. What the hell? Hurts dropping back. He can run. I mean, holy shit, Jalen Hurts. Wow. You have 2 timeouts. This game ain't over, folks. Wow. That's a big game for Jalen Hurts. That's a big game for Hurts. Wow. That's a huge gain for Hurts. If only they would have connected on the first play. Why you are trying to go to the sideline on the first play is interesting to me, but Jake Elliott has got the leg. That's what's sickening about what's about to, like, this is insane. Oh my God, what is going on? I can't look at the comments because my stream is behind. Holy shit, 13 seconds. They are 10 yards from midfield. 2 timeouts left. Hurts looking. He's throwing deep. Did he get those feet in? Why? What is Hurts doing? What the fuck is Hurts? There's no way he got his feet in. What is he doing? What is Jalen Hurts doing? What is Jalen Hurts doing, dog? Jeez. There's no way he got his feet in. Oh my God, did he really? Oh, no, he didn't. Did he? He got his feet in. Wow. What is Jalen Hurts doing?
That is an incredible interception by Julian Love.
Holy shit.
Was an interception by the defense. That play is now under review.
John, you see it as a pick. Yeah, I do on that initial.
Yeah, he did get them in thanks to Brown because he ran into AJ Brown's body and it kept his foot from flying out of bounds. That's game.
This would be 2 huge plays by Julian Love.
I mean, Jalen Hurts, that's a sell job if I've ever seen it. They had a chance. Like, all you need to do is, like, find something over the middle of the field for 10 yards. Oh, my God. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? People are saying that ball was essentially to try and draw PI, which is just, if that's your goal in that situation, I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you. That's what I thought. Devontae Smith got open on that out route. If that was just PI bait, I have no respect for Hurts in that decision. None at all. They're saying he didn't touch the. Oh, he did actually. He did touch. Yeah, that's a pick. Yeah, that's a pick. Yep, that's a pick. I have no. I have no respect for that at all. Wow, Jalen Hurts. What a fucking loser. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, literally, Arlo. Literally, you did not need that. You did not need that. Oh, wow. Like, I'm actually shocked that was. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Wow. What a game. What a game. Awful loss for Philadelphia. After you got your ass kicked by Dallas, you go into Seattle, you have this game on lock. 92-yard drive led by fucking Drew Lock. It happens. And then you have an opportunity to get into fucking field goal range. And shout out Jalen Hurts for being just an absolute brick. Absolute brick. You have to wonder what he's thinking. I mean, he thinks he's got a one-on-one shot with AJ Brown, but like, why even bother? Wow. Yeah, that's a catch. Wow, Julian Love. Wow. That was insane. No, not a lick of respect for Jalen Hurts there. Awful performance. Awful performance. Outplayed by Drew Lock. I think Jalen Hurts has been outplayed in almost every game that he has played this season. Like, if Let's go down the list. Let's see. Let's go down the list of every game the Eagles have played this season. Let's talk about how many he has been outplayed in. Let's check it out. Full schedule. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I could argue that Mac Jones outplayed Jalen Hurts in week number 1. Week number 2, Jalen Hurts was 100% outplayed by Kirk Cousins. Week 3, that probably goes to Hurts. I don't recall Baker doing anything notable that game. Week 4, that one probably goes to Hurts as well. They beat Los Angeles. I'm not sure how Stafford performed in that game, but he threw for 300, so it had to have been a good one. Then they lose to the Jets. They beat the Dolphins. He went on a solid stretch here, but once we hit the Kansas City game, the Buffalo game, despite winning both of those games, he was outplayed in both of them. San Francisco, absolute dog shit. Dallas, dog shit. And now this. That's 5 straight games where Jalen Hurts has just not been it. Not been it. Outplayed by Mac Jones. Outplayed by Kirk Cousins. That's 2. Outplayed by Mahomes. Outplayed by Dak. Outplayed by Josh. I mean, Brock doesn't really count, but wow. I mean, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know what he's looking at. People are saying on Twitter that it was an attempt to drop PI. And like I said, if that's actually what the play call was, or that's what they were trying to do there, I have no respect. Absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. Shout out Drew Lock, though, man. You got to be happy for Drew Lock. You got to be happy for Drew Lock. This kid finally gets an opportunity. Good kid. Great personality. You know, he patiently waiting for his chance ever since getting traded over here. He gets it, and he does that with it. I mean, you know, he played well against the 49ers. Like, you know, for what you might expect for him in that situation. Hey, I would say he played well in that game too. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I would have won a lot more money if JSN didn't score on that. You know, I'm happy that we saw that. It just was quite a double-edged sword. Quite a double-edged sword. JSN hits his line, but then fucks my other leg up. That is rather annoying. Okay, but I'm going to call it there. You guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all for hopping in. Clyde, I hope you recover. I'm going to need some time to kind of debrief. I didn't lose money, but I lost profit. Put that way. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Have a good holiday. Happy holidays as well.